to Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Um, I think one of the big things you'll see, we've already kind of built all of your character sheets and kind of created everyone. So the first thing I just wanted to do was do a little bit of an introduction as to who everyone is and kind of the role you're going to be playing. Jaka, why don't you start us off for us? Mm-hmm. It's horrible. Aw. Nah, this is beginners. We're all good. Yeah, Jocko we've played a little bit before. He's certainly not an expert or anything like that. I'm sure he'd be the first to say. But Jocko did play in a previous adventure of mine. And what I kind of liked about him, he was really kind of open, welcoming, really kind of got into the game. And whenever I do like new adventures or anything like that, I always like to have someone who knows a little bit more about the game, just to kind of help push people along in it. Especially your first time playing, it can kind of feel a little bit intimidating. Granted, we're not actually going to get into really any role playing or anything like that. For this, we're just going to be reviewing rules and combat and things like that. But yeah, Jocko should be a really useful tool of, so to speak, of kind of helping you guys out. Who would like to go next? I did indeed. Sure. So not very lofty goals, very humble goals. So one of the cool things about Nocturne Planeseeker is when we were building up the character sheet, he decided he wanted to roll for hit points, which did not work out fantastically. So Nocturne is probably going to be more in the back lines. Generally, what you'll find in Dungeons and Dragons is your clerics are actually more of front to midliners. They tend to not be the MMORPG priest in the back, but more of a frontliner. However, with having rather limited hit points, he's got a very high armor class at 18, meaning he's going to be difficult to hit, but probably not have the most hit points. So you'll definitely want to keep your healer protected. Is it intended we can only hear Toe speak? It is not intended of that. You guys should hear the other folks talking. Do we not hear them? It kind of did. I would imagine it should. Like I. Oh wait. Oh, there it
Uh-oh.
is. There it
Uh-oh.
is. I did. I had my desktop audio muted. Oops. Oh, there it is.
Uh,
Oh, hi,
All
all.
right.
We're here
Uh,
now.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
my mistake. Professional streamer here, by the way. Professional IT. Um, yeah, I accidentally had that muted. So what we're gonna do is do a little bit of a rewind here, and let's do a quick introduction yet again. That was really just the trial run. I wanted to get you guys comfortable with speaking to the microphone as kind of a test run. You did pass wonderfully, so go ahead and reintroduce yourself, Jaka.
Oh, well, thanks very much. My name's Joker. Very nice place you have here. I'll be playing as the character Thokin Brightcarver, who's very self-absorbed and thinks he needs to become very strong, show up everybody. Kind of an asshole, if you don't mind me saying. Yeah, and that's about it. I love playing with Toe. I'm still new to the game, but this will be my second adventure with him for the time being.
Awesome. And go ahead, Nocturne, if you would again for me, please.
Hello again. My name's Spencer. Call me Spencer or Star. I'm playing as Nocturne Planeseeker, the halfling cleric whose goal is to learn everything that he comes across. And because I decided to risk it all, I was born with very frail bones and can barely take a hit.
Ouch.
All right, Bernard or Nishmo, who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll steal the spotlight. All right, so I'm Nishmo. I will be playing the character of Tinteltupathy Faraxon, Pripstorn, Rasselbean, Dren, Verizon, Granthup, Wifflebar. But please, Tintup Wifflebar will do just fine. And I am a tavern bard who has decided to see the world and see for more than just the tavern life. So that's kind of just a very basic need.
Awesome. Yeah, so character sheet-wise, he's going to be playing more of that lore bard style. In essence, what it's going to mean is he's going to be more backline-ish bard, debuffing enemies, buffing allies, but really isn't going to get into the fray all too much. But, does have a dagger on him, and if need be, could probably hold his own if he had to. And Bernard, why don't you cap us off?
Hi, I'm Bernard. I'm going to play Durosk. Just Durosk. He is a how do I say this? He's a guy who wants to be friends with everything and anyone. But the problem is he doesn't look very friendly. You can find like a bunch of cats following him around town to town, and I'm sorry,
No, you're all good.
but.
So yeah, I think Durosk is kind of our big gentle giant. Durosk is going to be playing as a druid, who's subclass of the moon. Basically what that means is Durosk is going to be kind of standing there on the front lines with Thok and Brightcarver. And the two of them are really going to be kind of our frontline shield. Durosk's big thing, obviously as a druid of the moon, is going to be able to transform into more powerful more powerful animals than Druid of the Land might. So your Druid of the Land is probably going to be more of your backline caster, more support, transforming into a cat, transforming into a squirrel, maybe even a horse or something like that. Durosk can do those things, but Durosk can also transform into things like a bear, or a direwolf, or a tiger, or a lion. So really a much greater threat on the battlefield in terms of frontline stuff. But yeah, Durosk kind of sounds a little bit more like your big friendly giant who's just a little bit misunderstood. And that is our basic party. So, one of the first things that we want to get into in Dungeons and Dragons and, how it all works is the first part of combat. Right? Combat is really what drives the game in terms of a tactical standpoint. You're going to find that there's things that we can do out of combat, which is going to be a lot of your skill checks, your investigations, and things like that. But all of those, I find, are a little bit easier to just come by. It's the combat itself that tends to have the most rules and the most things going on. So, let us set the stage with a little bit of battle music. That's not fantastic battle music.
Well, I feel empowered.
That's a little better.
I mean, the first music would have worked if we were fighting some bunnies with pillowcases filled with soft down.
All right, so
I
the
was thinking pillowcases filled with rocks.
rock pillowcases work. So the first thing we're going to do here, guys, is shit has gone down when you hear the DM say, all right, everybody, roll for Inish. Roll for Initiative is basically the start of your combat. Dungeons & Dragons is a turn-taking game, much more strategic than Reflex, right? It's going to be more about thinking things out and planning things versus, hitting a button quickly. However, what we have to do, because it's a turn-taking game, is figure out our order in initiatives. So the first thing I want you guys to do is open up your character sheets. And what you're going to want to do is go to that kind of core section, and you'll see right near the middle, there's gonna be a word that says initiative, and if you mouse over it, it's gonna turn red. However, don't click it yet.
Oh my.
No. It's perfectly fine. What you want to do first before you click it is select your character token, and then click it. So on the map itself, go ahead and select your token, then click that initiative. Did I mess? I messed up that time. I was hoping I didn't have to do it too, but I do. Alright. Who does not have one yet? I think everyone's got one. Alright. So we're going to sort things out here. Something else that's really nice, in the lower right-hand corner, right under the chat box, you're going to see as, and you can change that to your character. What that's based, it doesn't really do anything. Oh, God, I got to reset the freaking music volume every single time. That's going to be annoying.
Yeah, I thought it was still coming through Discord.
Yeah,
So I kept messing with the volume going, why the hell isn't it changing?
I set up battle music in Roll20, and this is why I don't like using Roll20 for any type of sound. But yeah, you can kind of see that you can change your character thing there. Another thing you can do is type /me, and that would be something that you're doing. A lot of times I like to use /me if someone is carrying on a conversation and I don't want to interrupt what's going on, but, you know, let's say Thawkin is kind of getting into a fight, you know, he's getting argumentative with someone at the bar. I might say, you know, he prepares himself for battle, you know, make sure he's got his hand on his weapon, something like that. You know, if Thawkin and this dude at the bar are kind of getting into an argument, you don't want to interrupt their argument and say, "Oh, I put my hand on my weapon. I get my," like that. That's going to kind of break what they're trying to do, right? But like a little /me in there works really, really perfect for stuff like that. Also, when you roll to attack and when you Tarask pets the cat. When you go to attack and everything, it's going to be as that character. God damn it! All right, this is done. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're gonna go back to Discord. That God, that's really annoying. Yeah, no, I set up some stuff that I thought would work great, but this is why I don't use that. We're just gonna go back to Viking music.
It was surprise Dark Souls. That's the way I saw it. You know, hey, your first boss is going to be gigantic, huge, and here you go.
The DM's the first boss. Oh
Absolutely.
shit.
Well,
Final boss.
we can do that. We can just kind of, you know, we'll
I was kidding.
It's
no.
good, you know. So obviously, Dungeons and Dragons, the goal of it in combat in anything is kind of accepting that you cannot win against the DM. But that's not really your goal. My goal isn't to beat you. I've already won. There is no competition. Instead, my goal is to try and set up really fun encounters that are just on the brink of challenging, that are just, you know, a little bit of luck, little bit of skill, things like that, to really kind of pull you through. So a lot of the times with the encounters, what you'll find in the game is they use something called the challenge rating system. I kind of use that. Every monster, though, has a challenge rating from 1/8 to 20. And in essence, what it's supposed to be is, could a party of 4 or 5, what's the level of the party? So if I put to you guys a level 2 challenge rating monster, what the game basically is saying is they expect a party of about 4 to 5 people to be able to take out that level 2. A zombie is considered a 1/4 challenge. So for a level 2 party like you guys, something around 6 to 8 zombies would be an encounter. You know, something that would be kind of tough. This overall is going to be kind kind of a challenge rating 2 encounter. Now, there are experience levels. I don't use experience in D&D. I find it really unfun to have to track it and to have to pay attention to, like, all right, I killed this monster, so I put down 25. I'm going to tell you when you level up. I'm going to tell you all of that. It just makes it a little bit easier. So, combat. Let us get into kind of our first step here. So if you look over at that turn order thing, we all rolled our initiatives, and that's going to be the order of combat. So the first one we see on there is Nocturne Planeseeker. So Nocturne, you get the first turn of everything. You're going to go first before anyone else does. So now we kind of look at what can you do? What should you do? It's the very beginning of combat, so more than likely what I would say is kind of the best thing to do is either cast some type of buff on everyone, like a bless spell or something like that, or just get right to shooting and right to killing. So what do you think you want to do here? There is no wrong answer.
Are these pillars here like full-sized walls?
Yeah, we're going to just say they're full-sized walls.
Okay, and my movement is...
Your movement...
I'm guessing you can move and cast, right?
You can. So every turn is broken down into a few different things. An action, a movement action, a reaction, and a bonus action. A lot of stuff. But it's not actually that bad. The two ones that you're going to be using the most are going to be your normal actions, which are going to be like attacks or casting most spells or things like that. Or it's going to be movement. Well, and movement. What's really nice about movement is that you don't have to use all of your movement all at once, right? So if we look at your movement, Nocturne, you have a movement of 25. How do you know it's 25? Well, there's a little tool over on the left that looks like a circle with a little ruler sticking out of it. If you draw with it, that'll tell you exactly how far things are. And what's really cool is if you right-click while drawing, it gives you extra points. Right? So it could be a little bit difficult. Let's say this wolf here. How much, what does he have to do to get to you guys? Well, what I might do, let's put him here and let's say he's on your side because that'll make things a little bit easier. Normally what I'd have to do is go, okay, this is 40 feet here, and then 20, so 65, or I just go bop, bop. Right? And that gives a little bit idea, too, of your pathing. What you'll also find is most of these maps are going to be one block is 5 feet. Not all of them. Sometimes you'll see bigger maps will move it to 10 feet per block. But for the most part, I also like to try and use that 5-foot model. And I have a cat in my room. Hello, cat. Did not expect Triss there. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. All right, so Nocturne. What is it that you would like to do? Spell-wise, you've got some decent stuff of Command, Bane, Bless, Cure Wounds, Healing Word, or Shield of Faith. Or you could take a shot at one of the enemies with your crossbow.
I'm thinking of moving up a bit to the left and then casting a cantrip on our wonderful tank, Thok, I believe his name was.
Sure.
Yes.
So you're going to do resistance. Target roll a d4 and have the number roll to one of its saving throws of its choice. Perfect. So
I don't know how to move myself though.
How to move yourself? It's just dragging your character. So you will have to kind of remember where you drew stuff.
I had to get rid of the ruler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go up to the pointer.
Here we go.
Now, what you'll notice about resistance as the cantrip, however, is the range is a touch.
Oh, it is.
It is. So, you would not be able to touch him from there.
I mean, he could touch himself, but I don't think this is that kind of stream.
Not yet.
I guess
Until we get to the taverns.
fair enough. I guess I will cast Bless then.
Bless? Sure. So go ahead and
And it
just
says I can.
go ahead and just click the spell then, just so that we have it all in the chat here that we can look at it. So you have a
Okay.
range of up to 30 feet. Let's make sure you're in range of everyone, which you are. You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. Really, really solid spell. So, first thing you'll want to do then is say, yep, I'm casting Bless. Who are you going to actually bless?
Gonna cast Bless on myself, Thok, and Durask.
Sure. So what I'm going to do is just put in a little yellow icon on everyone. Right, that's basically just a little marker to remind us that, yeah, you've been blessed.
I don't get blessed?
Apparently does not get blessed. The bard does
Aw.
not get blessed.
Aww.
Look at that beautiful
been
face. You're
forsaken.
already blessed.
Are you gonna be on the front lines?
No. But, you know, I could have wanted to be blessed, you know.
Sneeze and I'll bless you that way. All right.
So that will basically end your turn. What I'll tend to say is, you know, hey, is there anything else you want to do? But you've already done your action. You've already done your movement. So there's probably not a whole lot else you can do. And just say, and that's my turn. Or something like that, just to let me know that, yep, you're good.
Yep, I'm all set. I am ready to not get hit by a wolf.
So, the wolves come in. The wolves have a speed of 40. Wait, what?
That plan failed spectacularly.
So, what you can do as part of an action, they're not going to attack at all. What they're going to do is called dashing. What dashing does is it allows you to double your movement. So basically, instead of trying to bite or instead of trying to do anything else, they're basically just going to run at you, and they won't get to attack. But, hey, they're still right on top of you. So, Thok and Brightcarver, what are you doing?
As quickly as possible, I slap my hand upon my forehead and sigh deeply before I run in to help my friend before he gets into some serious trouble. I'll go ahead and move 25 feet over here. And are we allowed to do anything else?
You can, so you can now take your action.
For my action, I shall raise my flail and shield and give a good whack at one of these creatures here. Let's see, how do I select?
So, what you're going to do, you're not actually going to select the little one, you'll tell me. But the
Okay.
way to attack is on your character sheet, you should see your flail.
Did you just get cut out?
Did I get cut
No.
out?
Oh, you did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, now you're back. Yeah, okay. I got
Good
the
enough.
character sheet. Okay, whenever you're ready, go ahead next.
Yep, so on your character sheet there, what you'll see is your flail. So all you have to do is click it.
Alright, so I am going to attack the one facing south of me, and I'm
Sure.
going to use that flail. And...
So now I would tell you if an 11 hits or not, right? Because how do we get to that number 11? Well, what it is it's rolling 1d20. A 20-sided dice is going to be probably your most rolled dice. You'll find in Dungeons & Dragons a lot of people will have a lucky 20-sider. Sometimes what they'll do is microwave the dice a little bit so that it lands on 20s more often. You shouldn't do that. But what you do then is you take the 1d20 plus your proficiency modifier, which for you guys, all of you guys, is going to be 2. And because Thok is using a strength-based weapon, it's a flail, it's not really a finesse type weapon, it's more of a beat-em-over-the-head weapon, it's going to be strength, right? So it's 1d20 plus 2 plus 2, and if we mouse over that 11, we can see he rolled a 7 plus 2 plus 2, which will give us 11. That 15, you'll see that Roll20 always does that for the most part. You can disable it, but it's kind of just nice to have it. There are advantages and disadvantages. In some cases, it's nice to have that advantage if something happens. You surprise the enemy. You attack them from the dark. The enemy is held and restrained and can't move, and, so you beat him over the head, then that would be an advantage roll. A disadvantage roll might be like you get shit spit in your eyes by some snake and you can't see anything and oh, what the hell. That might be where a disadvantage comes in. Doesn't really impact here, so the DM here would tell you if an 11 hit, and it does not hit. Unfortunately. However, Thawkin, you're forgetting something.
No, what am I forgetting?
You have been blessed.
I have been blessed, so I can add, what was that? A roll of d4.
Yep.
And the number to one saving throw, and it'll roll the die before. Okay, so wait a minute. Now my eyes have gone cross-eyed. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to a saving throw of its choice.
To the attack roll or saving throw,
the
right?
attack roll. Oh, I'm
You're looking at
wrong
resistance,
game. Resistance.
less?
Yes. Okay. So I guess I can roll a d4. So this is a great time to learn how to roll a d4. So I'm going to go over to the icon on the left of the dice, and we're going to roll 1d4 plus nothing. Or you're going to roll the d4.
Right.
Okay.
I did not, but that's how you end up rolling dice. In D&D, you'll always hear this type of, phrasing for everything. It'll be XDX. 5d6, 1d20, 3d8. All that means is the first number is how many of those dice you roll. D signifies the sides of dice, and then the next number is how many that has. So 1d4 would be 1 4-sided dice. 3d6, 3 6-sided dice. 5d20, 5 20-sided dice. 1d100, 100-sided dice.
Wow.
So 100-sided dice exist, but no one ever uses them. Most people just roll 2 10-sided dice. But I sometimes will call, what I tend to call those is roll a percentile. And it's just to kind of vary stuff up. So your attack would actually become a 12, which still does not hit. Now, a very interesting thing as we look into probably tactics and mechanics that may be a little bit more advanced, but still something that I like to go over. We know that Thawkin moved 25 feet to get here. His goal is to kind of protect his friend here, right? What I would do if I was playing Thawkin as someone who's played a lot more is I would actually move here then. What this does is it's called provoking an attack of opportunity. This is that reaction that I was talking about. And what a reaction basically is the enemy would get a free attack on you. Both of these enemies will get a free attack on you. Why the hell would you want that? That sounds really stupid. Well, the issue is that Nocturne goes before the wolves, and the enemies only get one attack of opportunity, right? So if you moved back here, they would burn their attack of opportunity on you, letting him get away. Now, with your character, it's also a little bit different because you have some innate protection things built into you, so it may not be best to do that. But that's kind of one of the things to consider. And a very important point of attacks of opportunity. Leaving an enemy's threatened space will provoke an attack of opportunity where they get to attack you, basically for free. Doesn't mean they necessarily hit. They'll still have to roll 20-sided dice to try and hit you, but it's that chance that they might get to hit you, which could be a problem. Now, one of your actions, instead of casting a spell or swinging your weapon, is you can do what's called a disengage action. A disengage basically means, like, I'm going to use my action so that they don't hit me, so that I can get away safely. But, in doing so, you then lose your action. So, for you, because your character is a little bit unique in terms of allies that are near you getting hit and you being able to do certain things, it's probably not worth it. But again, it's something to kind of keep in your mind about some of the different things that happen in D&D and kind of the difference of what a good tactical play might be. I would consider this very much a chess play, right? You're doing something that seems odd. It seems like a sacrifice. Why would you do that? But if you can cause these enemies to burn their attacks of opportunity, you're freeing the way for Nocturne to get out of there. So, that makes sense?
It makes perfect sense. Therefore, I still have that 5-foot space I can do that. I've done my main action. Now I still have a bonus action available. If I recall correctly, I have a spell prepared ahead of time. Is that correct? I think it was called Shield of Faith. Would I be able to cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action?
You could.
Okay, so what I'll do is I raise my Holy Talisman, cast Shield of Faith on myself before I move back 5 foot to provoke the actions from the creatures, adding to my armor.
Perfect. So I'm going to put a little pink on there just to give you that Shield of Faith. And they are both going to take attacks on you. They do have pack tactics. So the first attack against you is going to be an 11. I would ask you, does that hit? So what you're going to look at is your armor class number.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, your armor class number is now increased by 2 because of Shield of Faith. So, does an 11 hit?
No, with this I have an armor class of 20, at least temporary.
A 23 does hit, though.
Ooh, it does hit, and it's gonna hurt.
Right, so the first thing it's gonna do is deal 10 points of piercing damage to you.
He can't use Bless twice in a turn?
No, Bless wouldn't affect... hang on. The Bless wouldn't help for this. The Bless won't actually help for this. The Bless is going to be for saving throws. Now, you'll also see that down there. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw. So on your character sheet, you should see saving throws at the left-hand side there. I'd like you to click that strength one for me.
You got it. Strength saving throw.
You succeed. So you do
good.
get out of there. However, you are going to take 11 points of damage, which ends up being just very unlucky for you. So let's go at that. Go ahead and click on your token.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that green bubble, do you see? Right above your character?
I see, yeah.
If you click in that bubble and just type -11, it'll fix it for you and set you right to 11.
Okay, -11. Yeah, because it has that little window or whatever that popped up, or little
Yep.
thing, and hit enter, and holy heck. Oh, that hurt.
That hurts. All right. Anything else you want to do? Oh, you now also have to make a Constitution save.
A Constitution save.
And I
Okay.
gotta remember the exact rules on a concentration save.
Okay, so let's go. Here we go. Concentration or constant? Oh, because it's concentration, the spell. Right.
Yep,
So that's Constitution, you said?
it is.
Let's see.
Let's see here. A 16 is gonna do it fine, I'm sure. We'll say it does right now, and I can never remember the exact numbers. Does he get a sneak attack bonus for flanking? There actually isn't flanking in 5th edition. That was a Pathfinder 3.5 type thing. So that doesn't actually exist in this. There is ones for being adjacent to your ally and things like that, but not actually a flanking.
How the hell do you keep the additions straight in your head?
By playing a lot of them. Dorosk, it is your turn now.
Oh, you're gonna make fun of me so badly. I don't know what I did, but now my character sheet won't open or the chat. So, will refreshing cause any problems?
Let's see why your character sheet won't open. We might be able to fix that.
I clicked that, and it just keeps saying Dorosk, Dorosk, Dorosk over
Oh.
and over again.
You might be opening up multiple Durasks. On
I
one of those Durasks, do you see where it says bio and info?
no, none of it. It's like a small little like tab that
Oh.
says Durask, and if I try to expand it, it won't do anything.
Go ahead and refresh Roll20. If you just want to reload it, that'll be fine.
Yeah. I was just wondering if it would cause any problem.
Nah. It's not incredibly rare to happen.
Mhm.
Okay, hello.
And I do disagree on one point. There absolutely is flanking in this game because right now I'm being turned into a flanked steak.
And Nocturne appreciates it.
Sixers are also up by 7 right now, which is very good. Durask, do you have your is your character sheet open and now?
Yes.
Perfect.
You give me just a minute. I gotta open my door to let my dog in because she heard some thunder and she's scared.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Aw.
All right, so moving on to you, Durask. What is it that you want to do? You have a couple choices here. What I would say, like your best things to do. What I would recommend is either going in and fighting, or going in and turning into a big animal and starting to mess some stuff up.
That's what I was thinking, of, like going in and turning into an animal. But I couldn't figure out what form to turn into because of the fucking thing. That
Yeah,
was
sure.
thing.
Goodness.
So,
She's done with me
I would
already.
say if you want to be a little more damagey, a wolf, a lion, or a tiger. If you want to be a little more tanky, go with the bear.
I think I want to go with the bear.
All right.
Not because of the bear, but it seems like people are getting filleted right now.
So, we are going to bring the bear onto the field.
Oh shit.
Release the bear.
Where'd he come from?
Release the bear, indeed. Durask, I'm going to just move you out of here. The issue is that we do still need you for your initiative and everything, so I can't just get rid of the token. But
Right.
you are going to now be the bear. So you should see in the journal what your character sheet was before. You should see a druid brown bear. Is that right?
Under the sheets, yeah.
Awesome.
Or shapes, my bad.
Yep, so go ahead and go click on that and go to the character sheet of that.
I
Oh.
can go 40 feet.
Yep. So you can kind of charge right in there with your bear and start getting some noms in.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries at all. So all you'd have to do is kind of drag your bear right next to them to kind of denote, because you'll be in range. Perfect.
Right.
You will notice that your bear is bigger. There are sizes in this game, and a bear is considered a large creature. You can kind of see they occupy kind of those 4 squares, where others occupy only the 1. It's basically just to denote that a bear's a big thing. So you do see that you get multi-attack. The bear makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claw. So go ahead and click on that bite for me.
Nom.
An 8 will not hit, unfortunately. But go ahead and click on the
Fuck.
claws. Wow. The claws will not hit.
And then, oh, well, that sucked.
That's just really bad luck for the party right now. But hey, it happens. And, you kind of just roll with it.
The bear doesn't get the buffs of the druid.
Oh, it does. It does. It does. I'm sorry. Go ahead and roll a 1d4 for your bite. I completely forgot because I didn't put the little blessy duder on it. So go ahead and roll a 1d4. So that's going to be just like that without the little periods.
I want to be at least somewhat useful to this party.
So your
Oh,
first attack will not. That still
Mm.
won't hit, but maybe your second attack did. I don't think bless is once per turn, right? No, whenever a target makes it. All right.
Wait. Wasn't that the exact same thing that I rolled too?
I
Three
would
ones
say
in
that
a
this
row?
blessing may not have been the greatest blessing.
Maybe I'm
The,
glad I didn't get blessed.
the gods
It's
have
the
not
wrong
been
god.
overly impressed.
GM's loading the dice. GM's loading the dice. I call shenanigans.
I know exactly what it was. That bloody cleric didn't put holy water in his John canteen. He was using
It was
booze
tap
to bless
water.
us.
So, Durosk, is there anything else you want to do? Probably not for your character, but you could theoretically, if there was any more movement you wanted to make.
No, because, like, I don't think I can do anything.
Yeah, it's kind of just a rough situation. Tin Tup Wiffle Bar.
All right. So first of all, how does bonus action work?
So a bonus action, it does need a specific action of doing it.
Right.
So it'll say in that for a spell or something like that that it's a bonus action to cast it.
Yep.
All that is just you can only have one bonus action in a turn, but it's a separate entity from moving or reacting or.
But it's not like I get like one of those in a day or something like that.
No. You get
Okay.
a bonus action. You get once per round if you
Okay.
can, if you have something that could satisfy it.
Right. So I'm gonna start off with that. I'm gonna use Healing Word on our friend Thokin, whatever. How was it pronounced?
Oh, you can say Thawkin.
Thokin.
Or
Okay.
Thoke. It really depends on where you come from.
So let's make sure you're within range to do that.
It says range of 60 feet. I better be.
Yep, you are good to go.
Okay. So let me find that. Spells, Healing Word. Did I just click on it?
Yep.
Right. Well, casting at one level. That's a level 1 spell.
Wow,
Reheal.
Jesus, this
Cool.
party.
Cool.
That's another natural one.
Cool.
So, Falcon will heal 3 hit points.
Thank you. So I go and like click on the green thing, and then I put
Jesus.
+3, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Well, I tried. So have either of the wolves been hit yet?
They have not.
Awesome. So I guess I think I will also use. Where was it? I had you somewhere. Vicious Mockery I will use
All right.
against. I guess it doesn't matter which wolf. I'll just say the closest one.
Okay.
Because
So
I think
that's-
he should have an attack of opportunity around 2 characters right now, so that makes more
Well,
sense to me.
He won't have an attack of
Or
opportunity.
not attack of opportunity, but if they tried to disengage or tried to the attack, yeah, whatever.
So go ahead and just click the spell to cast it. So, this is a little bit different where you'll see they have to make a wisdom save. So then my wolf is going to attempt to make a wisdom save. And he saves fine.
Oh, cool, sweet, awesome.
Oh.
This is a test round, right?
It is
Yeah.
surely testing us.
He's actually
Yes.
testing the final bosses, the fucking wolf.
Yeah.
The
God damn it.
Hobgoblin is going to make his way forward, seeing a paladin there who, seems to already have some damage on him. He's going to take a shot. A 21 will hit
Ooh, ouch, that hurts.
for only 2 piercing. However, you are going to want to do that concentration save again.
Got it. So let's go ahead. That's going to be Constitution. So we're going to go
Yep.
over here and we're going to click on that.
Have you actually rigged the dice this game, Togo?
I did. I find it really fun for beginners to come in and just get absolutely demolished.
Yeah,
A
sure.
19
Sure.
duck
Count.
save.
Stop the count.
Hey,
Wait.
and Ponies, thank you so much for the resubscription there. Yeah, so you continue to save your whatchamacallit, the
The
Shield of
spell,
Faith.
the Divine
Yep.
or Shield of Faith, yes.
Your Shield of Faith. The zombies have a much slower movement. However, they are going to be coming in. Shambling. Can you, are you gonna make it? Oh, man. Oh,
I
I
think-
Already gonna wipe.
mean, things are Things are looking dire for the party. Only one of the zombies is going to get an attack. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. Oh my.
Double 20.
Dude, this is fucked.
I think Ty goes to the defender, though, in 5th, right? AC Ty to the defender? Or is it Ty to the attacker? Ty goes to the defender.
So glad I turned into a bear.
So, you do have an armor class of 20 because of that Shield of Faith. And the tie goes to the defender in this
Thank
case.
God.
So, the zombie, he slams you, but, you know, it hits the shield. Your arm's kind of ringing. Nocturne, what are you doing?
Not panicking?
Not panicking.
Real question, real quick.
Yeah.
Can I shoot over people with a penalty, or with no penalty, or is there a penalty?
You'll be fine. However, I think you get... Let me look at your core sheet here. You do get a very powerful ability that may be perfect for this situation.
I do, but I don't know how to use it. Do I just say use it and target?
What were you planning on using?
I'm going to use Turn Undead to hopefully buy us some time.
Turn Undead? Absolutely. Is exactly what I was thinking here. So I'm going to link the text for it in the chat here just so that we can all see it.
I was going to click it.
Yeah, you can also click it. Go ahead. So you're going to have to
That's
put
useful.
in the text of it, it looks like.
Okay, fair enough.
But as an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer, censuring the undead. Each undead that can see you within 30 feet, which all of these guys are, must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away. So, we now need to look at the wisdom saving throw. It's going to be against your save modifier, right? So let us pull up our zombie. And we've got 4 of them here. And I think that's a fail here. What is the... I'm surprised it doesn't actually say what your action of it is.
What stat are you looking for from me?
So what I was trying to see is what your number is.
My wisdom throw?
Give me a sec here. See, I don't know nearly as much as I pretend to. It's an action. The undead creature must make a wisdom saving throw, but yeah, compared to what?
He's buying us some time to actually save our lives.
I'm just not sure what it's compared to, because I would imagine for spells, there is, you'll see the saving throw, and maybe that is all it is. It probably actually is that. The spell
Google
saving
did
throw
that.
is 12. Yeah, it changes sometimes with spell level and everything, but it's going to be 12. So the first guy actually saves, unfortunately. Because Ty goes to the defender. Let's see about the second guy. Second guy is going to run. Third guy is going to save. Fourth guy is going to run. All right, so we do have 2 of them that are now fearful. Not too bad. You know, hey, that's absolutely something. And then what else would you like to do? Would you like to move at all?
I would love to move.
So remember, you will not provoke attacks from the wolves because they use their attacks to target our fearless paladin.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my halfling ability to move through a creature bigger than myself,
Sure.
which I don't think matters, but I just wanted to use it to move out of range.
Good enough. Anything else you want to do?
I don't think I have any free actions.
Yeah, I think you're pretty well done.
I end my turn and apologize once again to Mr. Throck.
The
But
wolves, seeing the bear in front of them, are looking to eat. So the first wolf is going to attack you, Darask, and roll a 6. Will not hit. The second wolf will roll a 13 because the wolves have pack tactics. Wolf has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet. Right? So the other wolf is there. So that 13 will hit you, Darask, because you only have 10 armor class as a bear. So it's going to do a bite and get you for 5 damage. So what you need to do is click on your token on the bear, click on the green circle, and type -5.
Like that?
Yep, perfect. Now the other thing you're going to need to do is roll a strength saving throw. So on your bear's character sheet, you should just be able to click the little, like, STR. A 12. You're still on your feet. Would be pretty comical to see a wolf trip a bear, but
It's pack tactics, man.
it's pack
with this
tactics
game.
indeed.
Tactics.
Falcon Brightcarver, you are up. The little zombie with the skull over it is turned.
Gotcha. Well,
Uh,
the first thing
ahead.
I was going to say, since I have the Sentinel ability, does my reaction count for it since it attacked? It's a creature within 5 feet that attacked a friend of mine. Does that count or no?
It does. And actually, you probably could have. Oh shit. I think you have 2 things that you could have done there, potentially. Let me pull up your sheet again real quick. So you have your protection.
Mm-hmm.
When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you. So
Right.
Darask
it
is
would be-
not within 5 feet, but Sentinel. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against the attacking creature. So you can absolutely do that. You can take a swing at the wolf. Let's get
Alright.
this miss out of the way.
Thank you so much for that wonderful bit. All right, so let's attack the wolf that's directly south that attacked, and we're going to use the flail. And flail about. And I haven't
God.
seen it. Oh my gosh, really?
You smack the wolf with the fucking paper.
I know one thing. I know that the DM is trolling us right now.
This is an
Not that
origami
count.
flail.
Fucking, you do get. That was your reaction as part of your Sentinel ability. It's now your turn.
All right, so for my turn. All right, let's try this again. I am going to attack the wolf directly in front of me again with
Sure.
my flail. Let's try this. And...
Oh, thank God.
Hey! So go ahead and just click the little word flail in the chat bar. Three damage? Really? You rolled a
God
natural
damn.
one?
That's fantastic.
Now, you do have, I think you still have spell slots, don't you?
I do. I have one more, I think, for this level. that I-
So what you can do, if you'd like to, is Divine Smite. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal an extra 2d8 damage. So you could burn that other spell slot if you'd like to do 2d8, or if you'd rather hold on to that and save it, you can do that too.
Oh, see, this is the test here. Do I go with A or do I go with B? Do I go with A? Do I go with B? You know what? I think I'm gonna take door number 1. Let's burn Divine Smite, and so that's 2d8. You said.
Yep.
So we're gonna roll.
Ah.
2d8.
That's some thunder.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh, I thought that was a sound effect that Toe added. Okay, that was not. I cry loudly, "Flail, bring these creatures down!" As I
Wow.
for damage.
God damn it.
Wow.
This has to be rigged, right? This has to be rigged.
Okay. This is rigged.
Darask, you're up.
It's a nerf.
Unless you'd like to move at all, Dakin.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I already took the damage from attacks of opportunity for the last turn, so I'm not going to risk that again. Plus, that zombie's over there giving me a hungry look, so I'm kind of going to stay put.
All right. Darask, what are you doing? As your Barrier, you do get your
I
2 attacks.
I feel like. Right.
Just to be
I
real.
think
not-
I want. So can those attacks be, or does it have same?
Sorry, you broke up a little bit there. You broke up a little bit. Do the attacks what?
Oh, sorry. Do the attacks have to be the same target, or can they be like target next to each other?
They do not have to be the same target. In fact, they don't even have to be next to each other. You could certainly bite a wolf and then run over and claw a zombie. You can split up your actions.
I think I want to attack the wolf with my bite directly in front of me.
Go get it.
So like the one. Okay. So I just hit the bite.
Oh, a 14 will hit. So go ahead and
Yeah.
click bite. The actual little word of it in the chat bar.
I'm sorry, give me one more moment again. She's back at my door.
Yeah, no worries. 7 piercing damage. The bear's jaws chomp around the wolf. You feel a little bit bad, Darask, as just tear into the neck of it and fling it away. But, you know, there are no bad dogs, just bad owners. And clearly, zombies, hobgoblins, these were bad owners. We're going to say they were undead dogs. They're definitely bad dogs. So you do still get another attack if you'd like to take it. You did kill the wolf. One of them, anyway.
Oh.
Oh.
Would I be able to grab that zombie that's directly next to what's I'm sorry.
Would you be able to grapple it?
No. Like, could I just like slash it with my claws?
Sure. So which one? One of the cool things that you can do is if you hold down the mouse button, it pings.
This one.
So you want to go for that one? So you are going to have to get
Yeah.
within melee of it.
Right. So I can do that, I think.
Yep.
And then,
So you actually got to move that, but yep. And now you also don't provoke an attack of opportunity, right? You only provoke an attack when you leave a creature's threatened space. The wolves basically threatened spaces are everything in there, and you never left those squares. So because you never left it, the wolf does not get that attack of opportunity. But go get you a zombie.
Alright, now I just fucking claw it.
Oh!
Nice.
So,
Nice.
we have what is
Nice.
called a critical hit. That is when you roll a natural 20 on the dice. It always hits. You'll see that your claws, I believe, are 2d6. Is that right? Let me take a look here.
Yes, 2d6, I think.
So what's really cool about a critical hit is any dice that you roll, you double them. So you would roll 4d6 plus 4, which makes critical hits really
shit.
awesome. So go ahead and click claws, and roll 20 will automatically do the critical. 17 points of damage
Woohoo!
against the zombie. It's
I
still
guess I was
standing.
really bad at the bad owner.
Zombie is standing, but does not look good at all.
A couple lost limbs.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, I think I'm it.
Good enough. Tin Tup Wiffle Bar.
Okay. So moving's an action, right?
Mm-mm.
Get that out of the way. Nope. Ooh.
Moving is a separate thing.
Okay.
Dashing is an
Uh,
action, so if you wanted to double your movement,
Right.
that would be an action. But
Uh,
moving is simply part of your turn.
guys are all left. Okay. So I am going to move just about here. And let me just make sure that's correct. That is good. I'm going to cast Bane.
All right.
Range is 30 feet. Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make a Charisma saving throw.
Excellent.
So that
So go ahead and just click it so it links in the chat
Okay.
window there.
I did, but it's not coming up.
Let's take a look at
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have to input my value.
There we go. So what 3 creatures? Go ahead and ping them.
All right, so I'm gonna ping you, and you.
Perfect.
2 that aren't gonna run away.
All right, so the wolf is going to try first. And he will fail. We'll give him a little
Good.
red there. The one zombie is going to try. He will fail.
Okay, luck's turning.
And the final zombie will fail.
Woo! Awesome.
Excellent.
All
So
right.
what'll happen to them? On any of their attack rolls, they have to take a D4 away from their attack. So could end up being very relevant.
Okay, and I'm also going to use my bonus action for Healing Word once again on Thokin.
Do you have enough spells?
Just call him Thought.
What do you mean? Do I have enough spells?
How many spells have you used? This
I
would
just
be...
used 1 so far. This would be the
Wait.
3rd total.
Yep, I just didn't know how many you had total.
I
Let's
don't
take a
know.
look here. You have 3 total. So you'll see those
Okay.
slots remaining over your level 1 there.
Level one.
On your character sheet under spells, you
Oh,
see
I
slots
see, I
total.
see, I
Slots.
see.
So that would be your final spell.
Okay, so I can't use Healing Word.
You can, right? So you used 1 healing word, which would bring you down
Oh,
to
right,
2
I used
spells.
Vicious Mockery, which was a cantrip.
Correct. Vicious Mockery is
Right.
not one of your level 1s.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'll still use it. I'll still use Healing Word.
Perfect. Go ahead and click it. A little
Okay.
bit better.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
Add 4 onto the 12. Feeling a lot better now.
It's now for the rest of the battle I can't use my spells.
Correct. You're out of
Okay.
spells now.
Gotcha.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope, I believe I'm good.
Hobgoblin is going to run in. He wants to get him some. A 15 will not hit you, correct?
He's targeting me, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if my enchantment's still up, but my armor AC is 18, so it
Yep.
shouldn't hit.
Your armor's still up,
Okay.
so you're good. These zombies are going to go. We're going to have 2 of them flee, right? Because they got pretty freaked out by the turn undead. You cannot take an attack of opportunity against it because you already did. Remember, you used your
Oh, okay.
reaction to
Right, right,
to that sentinel. So because you did the reaction on the sentinel, you don't get a second one. But yeah, they ran away. This guy did. He was there, right? Yes.
Yeah, he was there.
So Darask, you could take an attack of opportunity if you'd like to against that running zombie. If you hit it, it will no longer be fleeing. But that's up to you.
Give me a second.
Sure. Well, you decide on that. We'll kind of continue with combat. We've got one of these zombies that is going to attack you, Thok. A 13 will miss, and one of them against Darask. A 16 will hit. So, Darask, you are going to take 6 points of damage.
Is there a way we can see our friend's health?
There is. I'm not going to enable that, but there would be a way.
Okay, that's nice.
Uh,
Can we get descriptions of what they look like?
You can
So we
ask.
know like how. Or
Yeah.
How you doing, Doke?
I've had better days.
hold on. So I have to.
Yeah.
I
So
would
let's.
have to manually remove the.
What do you have to do?
I would manually do this like the -6 again, right?
Right. So you click that little green block. You don't have to type in 23. If you click that little green circle and just type -6, it'll do it right for you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. And then this zombie was going to run. Did you want to attack it? If you did and you hit, it is going to stop running.
Sure. I'll attack it.
Okay.
Oh, did that zombie have Bane on it or no?
Not that
Did-
one.
No, the one that
I
hit him
target-
definitely did. Not the
Well,
running
Bane-
one.
No, let's
Oh,
say
the one
Bane
that
targeted the ones that weren't running away.
Right. So
Okay.
that one actually. But at a 16, it wouldn't matter. Even at 12, that would be a hit.
Ah,
So.
okay, that's what I was wondering.
So you did want to attack that running zombie,
Oh,
Duras?
I see.
Okay, so go ahead and either your claws or your bite. Your claws are probably more damage than your bite.
Or did not go off. Oh, there,
we go. So a 13 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 12
Ooh.
damage. Excellent.
Ooh.
No longer running, but definitely missing a part of himself. Nocturne. Wait. Oh, is there anything else? No, the zombies. Yeah, not anything else for them. They attacked. Nocturne, your turn.
Does talking take time in universe?
Not really, as long as it's kind of a free-ish action. You can't have a conversation.
Okay, how
It-
you two doing up there?
Well,
Bear noises.
The bear talk.
I would say that I feel quite like how the bear sounds, but something of a strawberry jam sandwich with a bit of the strawberry jam scraped away.
I see. I see.
They're
Can
both
you be
standing.
more blunt about it?
Okay.
Yeah, they're
It's
not on death's
basically-
door, but they're standing. And mostly, it's just kind of an idea of it. You're not having a conversation. It's roughly what would happen in 6 seconds.
They're good enough to make allegories. They're good enough.
Right. I mean, just kind of looking at them, they look wounded but standing. If they would survive another round, kind of depends on the luck that they have.
And concentration means I can only have one of those active at a time, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, I will take a shot with my crossbow at the wolf that's still alive.
At the wolf?
Yes,
Sure.
my browser just closed for some
Uh-oh.
reason.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So I just clicked the crossbow, correct?
Yep.
Oh shoot.
It's...
I definitely need to get better battle music.
Wait, you hear battle music?
Groovy should be playing music.
Oh, I think I muted Groovy this whole time. Because we were... Yeah,
Oh my God.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
All right. There we go. A 24 definitely will hit. That's going to be a crit. So go ahead and click your light crossbow. 10 points of damage. The wolf is barely standing. It doesn't look good. Your bolt is easily sticking out of it. You see blood starting to pour from it.
Man, guys, I finally hit something.
The wolf here is actually going to go for Thok. Mostly because of pack tactics.
Can I make
Oh.
a small move?
Yes, you can. I'm sorry. Please, go ahead. No, my
I just
mistake.
want to move up one square so I will block anybody from getting to our wonderful support.
Yeah.
Hey, wonderful
Aww.
sport who has no spells left.
Support.
A 16 is going to miss Thok.
I'm like
So-
a cheerleader now. It's alright.
Should be, He should be fine. Thok, it is your turn.
After dancing nimbly away from the wolf, I taunt the little thing. Ha! Couldn't bite the wrong side of a bomb. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and try and smack the wolf on its head with a flail, and let's see what happens here. Oh boy.
Come on, paper.
Roll a d4
Oh yes.
for
D4.
bless.
One bless could be good.
One bless. Come on.
There it is.
Nice.
You
Oh,
hit.
Nice. See,
Good
now he's
job,
just
Turok.
rigged it in our favor. He
So it
changed
does hit.
It does hit.
5 bludgeoning damage. Nice.
With ears pinned back, you see it just look up at you with the
Oh.
most pathetic little face as it whimpers. Just. No, the head
Knock
is
its
gone.
head
The undead wolf. The undead wolf is no more.
Wait, the wolf
Oh,
was
we're
on
undead
dead?
wolves?
I'm going to make it undead so that our druid doesn't have a problem killing them.
I was going to try
I
and revive
don't
one.
know about that.
The father wolf.
Anything else you would like to do? You did kill the wolf.
Nice. Well, can I marvel at the amount of blood that came out of the thing? It has covered my entire face at this point.
It was undead, didn't have any blood, sorry. Just bone
What
chips.
did it just splatter all over me? Oh god.
Little
Alright,
icker.
Ew.
I think I'm gonna stay put, considering nothing's fleeing, and I don't want to trigger any attacks of opportunity. So I guess ready myself as best as I can. I already did my attack, but mentally ready myself.
Good enough. Durask.
Thanks to the fucking keen sense of smell, I scrunch my nose at whatever the fuck just splattered all over him, and then I fucking run to get that fucking hobgoblin.
Alright, so you will provoke attacks of
Sorry.
opportunity to do
I
so,
didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
right? Because if you're going to go for the hobgoblin, you can't occupy the same space as Durask, so you have to
Right.
kind of go around. So these guys are both going to get attacks on you. But, you could just be a bear that don't give a shit.
I'm gonna not give a shit. It worked.
There you go. So go ahead and move yourself to the goblin. Now, the first zombie over here is going to take an attack of opportunity against you. Sentinel still procs off of that, doesn't it?
I believe so. If
Uh,
it says any attack, it doesn't say specific kind of attack, like action.
Yep, let
I
me just make
think-
sure on that. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against another two... Yep! So,
That's protection. Dirt.
yep, so the first zombie is going to get an attack against a bear, but miss, and you could use your, you could use Sentinel to attack it.
I absolutely will, so I guess I'm going to raise my ichor-covered flail, much to the disgust of my berry companion, and swinging it around, splattering all the goo about, I swing it as hard as I can, and...
A 21 will hit.
Nice.
Yay.
Hang on. Not as nice. It's still standing.
It hit. That's all that matters.
It is still standing.
Did the DM spend on our side?
Use reaction. Okay. The other zombie is going to take an attack against Durask as well. That one will hit you, Durask, for 3 points of damage.
Damn.
But you
Yeah,
now have
okay.
your attacks.
Yeah, so I'm going to avenge that poor fucking thing. Even if it was dead, it was still a fucking creature 1 point of its life. And it's only because of that fucking hobgoblin that it's not, resting peacefully. So I'm gonna fucking bite the fuck
Get-
out of it.
That's a bite.
Oh my god!
Go ahead and click the bite. It doesn't look good. It's looking. The hobgoblin is definitely looking much worse for wear. You do get claws against it.
Yep.
Oh
Ah.
my god!
You are blessed.
Oh my god!
So roll a
So-
d4.
Mhm.
was the command again?
Slash roll 1d4. Just like that.
Right.
So the creature, you guys don't know this, I do, and just because I think it's very funny, the creature had an armor class of 18. So your
Wow.
17 does not hit. However, the bless will put that to 19, will hit.
Let's win these.
So go ahead and roll your claws.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So it's only going to be the 9. The 6 would have been if you crit, which you didn't crit on it. But still, 9 damage drops it. As the bear's starting to warm up. Bear's starting to definitely get angry. Anything else you want to do, Darask?
I'm good.
Tintup.
Okay. Huh. So, how are our zombie friends looking?
The one on the far... actually, I mean, health-wise, is going to kind of go left to right. The one at the far
Okay.
left looks barely standing. The other two... The other one's looks okay, definitely been hit. And the one on the far right has not been touched at all.
Okay. And I only get one action, correct?
They only get
Like-
one action. Yeah, they only have one attack.
No, me.
Oh, you? Yes, you only have one attack, too.
Right. Okay. I think I'm gonna do vicious mockery again on the one on the far right.
Okay. Give me a second here.
You're zombie. You don't have any wisdom.
There we go. Zombie will take a wisdom saving throw.
How do you
That's,
have wisdom?
But
He eats a lot of brains.
it will be a 12. Not enough. He was baned,
No.
right?
But Ty goes to the defender.
But Ty goes to the defender, so he's still okay.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Let's see, how far away are these guys? They're all still within 20. Yeah, 25. Yeah, I'll just stay put. Oh, I'll be good.
Okay.
Then next time, Mr. Tintuff.
I'll give it my best shot.
This zombie's booking it the hell out of there. Yeah, he's trying to get as far away as he possibly can. Meanwhile,
Forgot about him.
we're gonna move in. Darask, you're gonna have one on you, and Thok, you're gonna have 2 on you. So the first one on Thok, 19 misses, I believe, with your Shield of Faith, correct?
If I still have Shield of Faith active, then yes, it
Yep.
would miss.
Next one will miss, and the one on Darask, a 9 will also miss. Nocturne Planeseeker.
Am I the only one who forgot about that zombie running away, guys? I honestly thought we only had 3 left.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
him over there.
he's chilling.
Yeah, he's booking, man.
Think you can take a couple more hits up there, Throck?
Let him tell
I'll
the
be
others.
fine. Unleash fury.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move over here.
Sure.
I'm going to take a shot with my crossbow at the far left zombie, which you said was the weak one, I believe.
Yep. -16 will hit. -6. Kind of an odd squish and a thump as the zombie crashes to the ground.
Oh, real quick though, if I were to have attacked, just as an idea, if I were to go for our friend on the far left, would I be unable to because we have a friend in the way? A couple friends?
No, I mean, ish. I'd say that you could still
Like
probably get a clear
disadvantage?
shot. You're shooting through 2 allies, so probably. But granted, what you could do is move here
Is right, sure.
and then move back,
right,
and that
okay.
would be a perfectly fine move. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, this particular shot, you are looking over 2 people. Like, the bear's in the way.
I'm
the
not
bear-
very tall
yeah,
myself.
Right. But yeah, I'd probably say you'd have to move around a little bit to
Okay,
do that.
okay.
That zombie is dead.
About time I start
Um,
carrying more than just books around, guys.
So, what it actually gets to do, though, is... and it's dead. Zombies do have a chance of coming back, if you don't dead them. Did we, are we out of music here?
Always
Might be
aim
out
for
of
the head.
music.
I thought it was a double tap.
Give me a
Yeah,
second here.
whichever. Actually,
Groovy.
cut off their legs and then coming back to life isn't going to do shit anyway.
How
They'll come back
about
with two legs as separate enemies.
Groovy, that's not what I wanted you to play.
What if their legs come back to life?
Oh my god.
Well, then you have Return of the Living Dead, where they chop the zombie up and all the different parts were trying to kill people at the same time. Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
Just careful which parts you
That's
cut
why you
off.
gotta
Some
put
parts you
them
don't
on
want coming
fire.
back.
Well, they did that in the movie, and they set the zombies on fire in a crematorium, which caused smoke to go up into the air, causing acid rain, which made more zombies. I kid you not, this is an actual movie.
Oh.
Here's the problem: we don't have fire.
I mean,
I
One
can
of
make
us
a
does.
spark.
Falcon, you are up.
We don't need fire when I have my absolute rage over these zombies ruining my clothes. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and strike the one directly in front of me, north of me, and I'm gonna try and swing this greasy, grimy flail around and see what we can do.
A 10 will hit.
And
5 points of damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think I used up my reaction from this turn for that one attack of opportunity. Yeah, no. Or-
You do still have a reaction because it's the start of this turn,
okay.
right? So you
Oh.
get everything back on the start of your
Okay.
turn.
I see. So I do have one reaction. So for the time being, let's see.
But there's nothing really to react to, right? A reaction has to be
Yeah.
triggered by something.
Right, that's why I'm
Hence-
looking at my positioning to see. I think what I will do is stay where I am for now and just stay put for now. Yeah.
Sure. Durask.
hello.
That was beautiful.
What would you like to do?
Well, if my dog would quiet down, I would say move about right here, and then
Sure.
You're a bear, not a
Bite.
dog.
I would bite the one south of me, and
Sure.
then the one to my east, I would claw it.
Go ahead. An 11 will hit on the bite. So go ahead and roll your bite, and a 21 will hit. So go ahead and roll me the bite for 9 points of damage. And go ahead and roll me the claws for 8 points of damage. Means he will take...
Is our
And
zombie
it-
friend still baned? For reference, Bane was only a minute long.
Yes, each round is 6 seconds.
Okay. Oh, each round. Okay, I was thinking
Yep.
each turn for some reason.
Nope, each entire cycle is 6
Okay.
seconds. So you'll
Okay.
you'll kind of notice D&D, it seems much slower and faster than it actually is.
Yeah, I just haven't been keeping track of it at all.
Yeah, no worries. I generally keep a little mental tab as to where we're at.
Okay.
Tinta. Sorry, Durask, is there anything else you wanted to do?
I think I want to go back to being Durask.
You want to go back to, you want to go back to Durask?
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. And that would basically be a bonus action to do that. Not that that matters too much, because you don't really have anything else to use a bonus action on. Tinta.
All right. So that zombie's movement range is 20, right?
Yep.
So if I move, okay. So, oh shoot, did you say there was a way to you said I had to memorize where the hell I'm going, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So under that. All right. So I'm gonna move myself right there, and I'm gonna attack that there zombo.
Excuse me.
I just click on my crossbow, right?
Make sure you click it above the inventory. That was my mistake.
Above. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the
Look at
attack
that.
one, not the one in the inventory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
An 8 will not hit that. Oh, wait.
But he's.
Bane... I don't think Bane is armor class, though. I think Bane is to attack.
I think you might be right. Let me double check.
Yeah, Bane is whenever a target fails saving throw.
Gotcha.
Attack or saving throw.
Ah,
Tintup
And you're
does not hit.
blessed, No.
fine, fine.
Anything else you want to do?
Raise my loot anyway.
Good enough.
Little cheerleader. You got it, guys.
These
Mr. Tintuff, might I recommend you take a step back?
Take a step back. As in south?
As in away from the zombie?
Oh, I should be away from him, right?
Well-
If you say so.
he's got a
Okay,
movement
okay.
of 20
Sure,
feet.
Sure. Yeah. Oh,
Right.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So Darask. Zombie is going to slam you. A 19 actually should hit you.
All right.
Right? And do you see the number that I'm looking at for that, Darask?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Fantastic.
he will slam you for 7 damage.
And
Ow.
I will go ahead and take an attack of opportunity against him for making an attack on my good berry friend there.
Sure.
All right, and we're gonna go swing this flail. I dare say a pancake maker.
I think he's still plenty there, by the way.
He is very berry.
17 will hit
Excellent.
for 10 damage. There's the damage. About time.
What are you trying to say?
Bear stole the spotlight.
Nocturne.
Is there a limit on crossbow range?
There is a limit on it. And so actually we can look at that for anyone who's got a ranged weapon. Let me see here. Oh, it doesn't actually show it on there. So, let's do 5e crossbow.
Yeah, it's a good call. I didn't even think about that.
If you guys load up the crossbow, if you guys pull up the image, and let me see if I can't just bring it up here too. Are they gonna let me do this? I think I can just put it in as a handout, sort of. Actually, we're gonna put it in as a whole thing.
Oh, you're
Let's see
referring
how
to
they-
the
look at that.
83.
There we go. So you're going to see 2 numbers
Right.
there, the 80 and the 320. What the 80 means is that any creature that's within 80 feet of you, you're fine to shoot at. Everything is good, it's a normal attack. Anything above 80 to 320 is going to be considered disadvantage. Basically, the thing is, it's so far away that it's a little bit tougher to hit, and that's going to be disadvantage. Anything beyond 320, you simply can't hit at all. It's out of the range of the weapon altogether.
Now, loading means you have to spend an action to load it as well, correct?
No, where is that loading? It means that you don't get that free hand. Give me a sec here. It's for extra attacks, I'm sorry. So what you'll see in the future is, especially around level 5 for some of the martial classes, that some classes will get 2 attacks per turn.
Okay.
You won't be able to do 2 crossbow shots, which kind of makes sense,
Sure.
right? With a bow, it's very easy that you're just going, right?
Yep.
But with a crossbow, loading it, crank it, that doesn't work.
Okay.
So a loading is really only going to apply when you have multiple attacks in one turn.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so Nocturne. That zombie is so far gone at this point. He's been going 40 feet away every turn and probably still has a little while. We're gonna say he's out of combat. He fell off a cliff.
Be good.
Bye.
Tell your friends!
Because To be honest, I kind of forgot about
Goodbye. See you next fall.
So that's kind of why I positioned myself a little further north, as I was expecting him to come back, and I wanted to be in range.
Maybe with a couple friends later on.
In range, but around a wall, you know.
it. Nocturne, what would you like to do?
I guess I will just take a shot at the last zombie.
Sure. An 8 will not hit, unfortunately.
I don't think the bless will matter.
The blessed will matter. Actually, it absolutely will. Please roll a d4. An 11 will hit. So go ahead.
Oh.
7 points of damage. And he crumbles.
That was supposed to be my hit.
Congratulations, you guys have survived your first rounds of D&D combat.
Yay.
Good for all of you guys. Awesome
There
work.
was much rejoicing.
Started out a little crusty, but
Little
He
Little
decided to
worrisome.
take pity on us and didn't rig the dice anymore.
What you'll find is a lot of D&D works this way, right? You will go through phases of like, oh my god, how the fuck are we ever going to win this? My luck is so bad, I'm screwed. To, wait, like, everything seems kind of okay right now. This is awesome. It's really just kind of luck. And you'll find that it kind of evens out as you play and as you go. So we have a couple things that we can do from here. I do have another combat scenario set up, if you guys would like to see like what an actual map might look like and all of that. Or if you guys think you're good and everything is fine, we can certainly call it. It's really up to what you guys feel comfortable with.
I kind of want to do more.
yeah.
I have
I'm
one
good
question.
for more.
Yes, sir.
If we die horribly and turned into a fine paste here, that doesn't count towards the main campaign, right?
It was all a bad dream.
Thank
Then
God.
I'm all for it.
I'm up for another one. That can hopefully go. a
Out of
bit-
curiosity, now that we're out of the scenario, how much health did Thokin have left?
Should I tell him? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's just say the only true casualty will be my pocketbook when I pay the innkeeper to get these stains out.
Gotcha. No, it's fine. I just, I healed twice to try to see if I did anything. It's fine.
Yeah, he has 16 out of 22 HP. You did great with that healing. Seriously, that was awesome. And that bear, Durosk, man, you roughed him up. That was beautiful.
Angry bear
that
noises.
bear.
So what you guys will kind of find too, the Moon Druid is very, very powerful at level 2. Moon Druid kind of like start super high. They start to taper off a little bit and then kind of rise back up again. But the early levels for Moon Druid, they are a massive force to be reckoned with. They're pretty awesome. Now, I thought there was a button for long resting.
I thought there was two, actually.
It might be on a
Is it a
different type
command?
of character sheet. I'm not seeing it. But we can just do it manually. Go ahead and recharge all of your spells. So get all of your spell slots back and bring all of your hit points to full.
Okay, got it. Oh, wow, I didn't... Okay,
And
so-
turn undead did count as a channel divinity.
It did, so you'll get that back.
Okay. I did mark that down, but I wasn't completely sure.
Oh man,
Did
we've got a
I
glitchy map.
mark anything down to fucking turn into a bear? I don't know if
Theoretically
I
you
did or
should.
not.
Where you're going to mark that on your sheet, Durosk, is on the character sheet under core.
Oh.
You're going to see class resources. So theoretically, on the right-hand side. Oh, jeez. Remember that critical hit you scored with the bear claws that were super powerful? Earlier on in the combat, Durosk, you had where we had our first critical of the night. You had those
Yeah.
claws that did 10 plus 7, 17 slashing damage. I completely
Yeah.
forgot about that. So you also have savage attacks. When you score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage. So you actually even got another d6 you could have added on to that.
This game's
So what?
great.
I
See?
turned him to fine paste, in theory.
You did.
Righto.
Mr. Tintuff, you want to go
That was
back to
bullshit.
your tavern and let them adventure?
Go back to. Oh, yeah. Sure. I'll just chill out, you know.
Let's do...
If I knew we were going to be traveling with such a posh individual, I would have got the Clother Fairy spell. But alas, I'll have to brush it off himself.
I can prestidigitate that.
Yeah, one of the difficult things is no copyright D&D music.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this so no DMCA, please.
I can definitely prestidigitate your clothes to be clean, though, if you'd like.
So
I think you'd have to buy me dinner first.
I said your clothes. Come on.
Oh, kinky.
all right.
All I'm saying is that, like, eventually you're gonna get a big dirty hug from a big dirty bear.
I'm ready for it. I have the battle music. Let's do the bear hug.
Is that when you're
There
transformed
would
as
be
the
no
bear? Or...
I mean, it depends.
Seems plenty bear already.
Like you and me can ride on top of the bear.
Why don't you guys take
Son, I'm always bear.
let's take about 7 minutes here. We'll reconvene at 9:15 my time, but take about 7 minutes if you want to just quick grab a drink, quick grab a bathroom break, whatever you might want to do. The time is yours for 7 minutes, and then once we come back, I'll kind of set the stage for our next bit of what's going on here, and we'll have like kind of an actual battle map that we can look at and something a little bit better. That work for everyone?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's good.
I will see you in like
Sounds good.
7 minutes.
Okay.
See you then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna sit here reading stuff.
Yeah, I'll just chill.
Yeah,
And get Dr. Pepper real quick, and then I'll come back.
man,
Man, I honestly thought I was gonna bite it right in the first.
Nishmo did a fantastic job keeping you healed. Like
It technically didn't matter. He still, even after the heals, he still would have had 10 hit points left.
No, but you gave him courage.
That's what I'm here for. I'm the cheerleader.
Troubadour. Let's say that. It sounds nicer.
Troubadour. I like it. Troubadour. So his loot gives us power. Is it a loot that you have that you
It
play?
is. It
It
is.
is a loot. Okay. That's fantastic. All I can think of is that one game, what was it, Mordhau, where they played the combat loot. Like the guys would go in there like jamming on the loot while everybody else is fighting and stuff. Nobody would.
That's what I imagine I do.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
heard combat loot, and I'm immediately intrigued. Also, gamer chair.
Oh yeah.
What?
He's got the same one I do, except he's got like actual rests and stuff.
Damn, you bitches got chairs. All I got is a mattress on the fucking floor.
Right.
It was an
Man,
investment, but it was a real good
Actually,
investment.
the mattress isn't even good. A fucking pipe broke and soaked it. God damn it.
Oh, bruh.
I still need to go replace it, but I haven't had time.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, that sucks. I have a recliner, and I would be very much put down if it was soaked with water from a pipe. I'd not be happy.
I feel like you and me, Nishmo, are going to really start shining once we get into the more story parts of the game.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely. I've been brainstorming a bunch of uses for prestidigitation, just because I know it's going to be a lot more fun out of combat.
Prestidigitation. A long time ago, there was a certain mage I think I knew who used his magical abilities to create works of art on walls, curtains, just not your traditional paints. Let's leave it at that.
I've got a good list of potential uses.
He had a very interesting name that really fit well with that memo as well.
Oh yeah?
I think he knows who I'm talking to.
Do I?
No, not you. No.
Oh.
The person I'm talking about. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful.
Yeah, the out of combat stuff is the stuff I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
mean, it's D&D. It's not so much a game like an MMO. It's supposed to be fun. I mean, what was that old green text from 4chan about a D&D adventure with Sir Barrington? Have you guys ever heard of that?
Oh,
I may have
God,
read it a
no.
while ago.
I do remember one I read about. Hold on, I can't remember. I'm gonna look. Wait, is it about the bear who became king and no one could figure out if he was a king?
Nobody could figure out that he was a bear. They thought he was human. Yes, that's the very one.
Okay.
He became a noble or something like that. He hires a butler who translates for him. Yeah. It was great. I think it was, I forget which edition it was, but it was a bear that had spy, disguise, and bluff max. And so while it didn't speak English or common technically, it would bluff and gesture, and it would actually roll successfully enough for people to understand what's going on, and then eventually got rich enough to hire a butler who would
What
go
the hell?
around and yeah, and went to a party with all the other nobles and stuff like that. And one of the guys actually succeeded on a perception check and realized he's actually a bear and calls him out and say, "Hey, that guy's actually a bear." And then everybody else ran checks to see if they believed him, and nobody believed him. They had him dragged out of the party. So, sorry about that, Sir Barrington. Yeah, Sir Barry. I gotta see if I can find the exact text. It's beautiful. Hold on.
Knowing
Okay, I
that
found it.
You found it? You want to read it aloud? Oh, please.
Sure.
Story
Make
time.
a bear character in D&D 3.5. I don't. Third edition. I don't know.
Yeah.
DM left.
3.5.
Make a bear a rogue. Put every point I can into disguise. Prestige class as a spy to get more disguise. DM says I can't speak English. Max out bluff. By growling and gesturing, I can fake speaking a language I don't speak, English. Use money to hire a butler NPC. Give him a magical item to let him speak bear. Growl. An excellent suggestion, Mr. Barrington. We really should ask the group to investigate the Black Marsh. Over the course of the game, he be knighted as Sir Barrington. Queen hosts a dinner in my honor. A guest becomes the first man to ever become. Sorry. A guest becomes the first man to ever make a perception check that can beat my disguise. Shouts out loud, "Hey, that guy's not a guy. He's just a bear." Man is escorted out the castle while the guards apologize profusely for their indignity. "We're so sorry, Mr. Barrington. Very sorry for this man's behavior." Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. Oh, gosh, I
Right.
love it. There's so much fun. Oh, are you back? Yes.
I am back. You're going to be moving on. So, one more thing to kind of address on your character sheets, and really it's the last part. I tend to not spend too much time on it because I'm mostly going to tell you what you need to roll in it. But you guys do see all of your skills, right? It works the exact same way for skills. So if I say, roll a deception check, roll a knowledge history, roll a survival check, all you have to do is click it,
Nice. Okay.
right? And that's it. So
Okay.
I tend to not really do a whole thing on that because there's so many skills and it's so varied that, I more or less like to get the Roll20 engine out of the way.
Sure.
All right. So, we're going to kind of throw you guys on the next map. Setting the stage a little bit for you here. As you guys know, you're going to be headed on your way to Tall Oaks. You're escorting a merchant wagon, basically to try and get to the town of Tall Oaks, try and make some money and all of that. Your merchant guide basically figured that he didn't want to take the main roads and didn't want to, have to pay the tolls associated with it, and he knows a lot of back roads. He knows a lot of back roads that are going to get you to where you need to go. Intelligently, your group had Darask going out, scouting ahead in animal form to kind of make sure that everything was clear. What Darask did come across was there would be a goblin camp that's going to be right on your way. Goblin camp and maybe some other things there that aren't quite great. Didn't want to linger around in that area too long. At this point, turning back isn't an option. Would create way too much time, and you're merchant guide is saying to hell with it. This is what he hired you for. This is what you're gonna do. So,
So, when
Go ahead.
Darask is in bear form, can he only speak in growls?
he can.
Yeah.
So, theoretically, I could still use speak with animals, though.
You could.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could.
Okay. Just keeping that in mind.
Are we
Alright.
supposed to be on the new map already?
You are now.
Now wait a minute. Here's a good question. If Darask can only speak bear, does Darask still understand common?
He does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You do. Okay, cool.
Just doesn't have the vocal cords to speak common. Now, there's a lot of people who have tried to get around this with, well, a parrot speaks English, and a parrot could... ruling on that has kind of been, no, they really don't. It's, if you're a parrot, you're squawking, stop trying to metagame it. So,
No, like the vocal cord structure of a bear is not the same as that of like a common speak race.
right.
My only goal related to animals here is to try and stabilize one before it dies, so we can get a nice army of them going.
I approve of this message.
All right. So, what you guys kind of see here, approaching the camp a little bit, the goblins don't seem to really notice you yet. Seem to be kind of cooking or just tending around their camp. Definitely don't notice you. You guys have the jump on them if you wanted it. This
Is
in
that-
D&D is what we'd call, if you wanted to attack or anything like that, is the surprise round. Now, if you're going to be trying to move closer or anything like that, we're going to have to go through stealth checks or anything like that. But this would kind of be a common battle map. Something like this would be, you know, pretty normal.
Okay. Well, this is the surprise round. Do we have a time limit before it leaves the surprise round, or does it stay surprised so long as we're not seen?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it kind of depends. Depends how much noise you're making. Depends. The goblins are not actively looking for you, but if you're just out there right in the middle of nowhere, well, they might end up seeing you.
Okay.
Now, the question I have, would I be able to swap to one of my animal forms during this point?
To a different one?
Well, which one am I in currently?
You're
That I
you're
could try
just
to
a
have.
Rosk the orc right, half orc right now.
Okay, so but I could, in theory, swap into one of my my druid shapes.
Sure. Yep. And you have both shapes. It let's just say it was you discovered this camp at night after you guys have been traveling. You've already done a little bit of, you know, some stuff just to start the day off fresh, whether it be at dawn or some. You guys are fully charged. You have everything.
Okay.
If I use a spell out of combat, does that count towards my spell limit?
Depends. If it's a ritual, you can spend 10 minutes casting it, where it will not count against your spells for the day.
But it has to be a ritual.
It has to be a ritual.
Did Thok get his clothes clean?
I did. Thank you for asking.
Okay, good. We're ready.
I do have one question. Okay, so let's say you whisper. Average humanoid distance for hearing a whisper, what would that roughly be? Like 5 feet, 10 feet? You know?
Ish. I mean, a whisper is a whisper. I'm not going to get too much into,
Okay.
like, all right, you know, the louder you talk, I mean, a whisper is going to be basically adjacent to someone.
Okay.
You
Well,
can
that's what
stage whisper and, you know, but, you know, it's going to be kind of similar to talking.
Right. Okay. That's what I was wondering, because I just want to see if we can kind of have some sort of strategy here. Okay. Thok hunkers down, looks over at each one of his comrades and says, "Well, it looks like we have quite a situation ahead of us. What are the suggestions for handling this?"
One last question. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No worries.
So we can cast cantrips without any sort of issue for now,
Freely.
as long as it's not
you
offensive.
you can always cast a cantrip. You
Oh,
have
no,
as
but I
ma-
mean, like, without, like, interrupting our early stage. Like, it won't alert them just because I cast a spell.
Correct. Yeah. There is probably a verbal component to it, but you kind of keep your voice down a little bit. That's not crazy.
Okay, thank you. I don't know, guys. I think we can take him. We got Barrington on our side.
I mean, I wasn't thinking on being a bear this time.
Oh,
Looks like you barely avoided that.
Wow. No. Get out.
No, no,
Get out.
Okay, sorry, guys. I'll see you later. Well,
I should probably be a direwolf for this.
all right. Is anybody here feeling particularly sneaky?
I am a halfling, but I gotta say, I got caught all the time.
I
As a
am
kid.
also short.
I
And
mean,
I might know some illusions that could help me.
Well,
I mean, we are in nature. I mean, if an animal were to sneak up to their camp, they wouldn't suspect anything of it.
this is true. Perhaps we should try to get a bit closer, but let them come to us so that we can take them, hopefully, one at a time, or at least not too many at a time.
Maybe we can get an advantage on the hill to the west.
I was thinking just the same thing.
Why don't you guys all roll me a perception check? So on your character sheet, you'll see perception. Go ahead and just click that. Persuasion not quite as good as perception. But we'll kind of do this just to give you an idea of how this could work. Give me a second here. All right. You're the only one of the group that could actually end up seeing this. You kind of hear Duras talking about the idea of maybe turning into an animal and just approaching the camp and everything. You do see towards the north end of the camp, the two goblins do look to be skinning some type of wild dog. Gives you an idea that animals that approach the camp, they're probably hunted and killed. I mean, that's food. So
I see.
just walking up to it in that type of form could end up being not as safe as just, oh, look, a cute little wolf walking by. We'll let it go. Good enough?
Yeah, so then this is stuff I can freely say to them, but I can't say that. It's just something I noticed, not something I can confirm.
Right. That's what you've seen. I tend to like it in a whisper just because it allows you as a player to communicate that information instead of
sense.
me as a DM just saying it. I like to kind of have that of letting a player describe what they see versus me just telling everyone.
Okay.
All
That
right.
sounds good. Yep, thank you.
Yep.
Then we
Funny
got
you
attacked by wolves?
Guys,
Yeah.
I
How'd you know?
We've all had the same dream!
Fascinating. I wonder if it's a sign.
All right.
What if this is a dream?
wait, what's going on out here? All of a sudden, I just
We're
passed
having an
out for like 5
existential
minutes.
crisis, I think. Oh my god.
Can someone pinch me? I
Oh,
just
God.
want to make sure things are okay.
If this were a dream, I'd probably be filthy, stinking richer than I am and have about 2 glasses and a whole belly full of mead.
Well, it's an existential crisis in a dream, so.
Anyway, guys, during my my moment out of reality, I noticed up north that they're actually currently skinning a couple wolves they found. So it looks like it might not be safe to
Ah.
approach.
I don't like this. I
It
don't
may
like this
not be
one
a good
bit.
idea for you to go on by
Yeah,
yourself.
maybe don't be a wolf.
I think I won't.
Alternatively, we could potentially lure them out with a wolf.
Well, that is a plan that I
I mean,
could do.
I could also feign the sound of a wolf.
Can you give us an example in a whisper?
Let's just say I have a particular spell that can produce auditory hallucinations. And that sound could come from a bush. It could be a wolf, a little, and maybe. Maybe they go for it, maybe they don't.
I have a question. This spell of yours, you said it produces hallucinations. Can it target a single goblin?
I think it can. Can it?
Hmm.
God?
I think it's time for another vision.
If it's possible, we could maybe lure one far right away from the rest of the group and pick him off individually. What do you think?
If I can indeed just target one person,
If you could indeed target one person.
I will have
So-
to ask the Lord above what he thinks.
Go ahead and link
Great.
minor illusion, and we'll kind of.
Well,
show
did we
what
want
this-
to? Did we want to move first? Was that our plan?
Well, you can link the spell without actually casting it, and I kind of
Oh,
want
just
to.
link it.
Yep,
Okay.
I just kind of want to talk you through what this spell is.
How do I just link it?
Same thing as if you were casting it,
Oh,
but
okay.
you're just not, right? I mean,
Yep.
it's not a video game that you're bound
Sure,
to
sure.
these things.
Right.
So you create a sound or image of an object within a range, so it's got to be within 30 feet.
Yep.
Create a sound, yada yada. Voice. Where was I looking here? Must be no larger than 5 feet. Image can create sound, any type of effects. Physical interaction with it would reveal it to be an illusion. It also can't move, is
Right.
a major element of it, right? So I wanted to make sure
Right,
the
but
plan
if I made
was
it come from a bush or behind a bush or something.
if you did a howl or something like that, certainly, right? That
Okay.
could come from a bush. That's all fine. If the idea was we want to lure this thing away and like make it look like a wolf, so all the other goblins attacked it, that is not going to work
Right.
because it doesn't move, right? The illusion itself can't. It's stuck.
They go to find the wolf, but it's a bear.
It does have to be 5 feet, so
Yeah.
it would.
Well, yeah, but we have a friend that
It could be a bear paw.
Yeah, it's just a big bear paw.
It's just hang outside of a bush. They come and investigate.
It's another goblin.
So what would you
Well-
Well,
guys?
if it can be
Goblin
5
size
feet,
of a
can it be me? I'm only 3 feet.
It could be you, but you can't move.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true.
Well, we have a bit of a choice here. We can try to lure one or more with a sound and might alert them to our position. Or we can try walking in there. Now, maybe we can get behind some rocks or
Maybe
bush.
they're friendly.
We could potentially make them look towards the water so we can sneak up on the boss-looking one behind them.
It's not a bad
While they're all
idea.
looking east, we could sneak in from the south.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, wolf howl. That might just work.
Yeah, if I got behind that rock up ahead to the northwest, I could probably trick them into heading towards that bush, I believe.
All right.
So, can
Do
we
you
count this square right here as being behind the rock, or do I have to be in the bush?
It depends where you want to be.
Well, I just didn't know if you'd count that as being on top of the rock or something.
No, I mean if you're behind it, the rocks are rather large. It would be something that you could get
I'm only 3
behind.
feet tall anyway.
Yeah, I mean they're rather large boulders.
So, like,
Oh.
yeah, 30 feet, I could make it. I could probably make him, make a howl behind that bush to our north.
You want to give it a go?
Sure. I think
Um,
we can probably make this work.
Do we want to sneak as one or have him go off on his own?
I think I might want at least someone sort of nearby.
I mean, if I could be a diversion, if worse can worse, I could figure out I'm the wolf and they attack me, and I could probably lead them away.
Worth a shot.
So,
Alright.
Toe,
Mhm.
dashing, does that out of combat mean anything?
No, because that's really your movement is going to be more or less an in combat thing,
Okay.
right?
Okay, I
Because
just like my speed's 25 and I think that's 35 away. I just didn't know if that mattered.
yeah, if
out
we're
of
not in
combat.
combat, we're not really counting that. Like if you guys were sprinting, you're not going to be at the same speed as you would as the other halfling, but not as our half orc
Sure,
or
sure.
human.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So
think
do we want to go with this plan?
Considering you are offering to be the bait, I think I'd like to give you a little extra protection, so I'm going to cast resistance on you before we get in range of it.
Okay, sounds good.
It's a solid plan. All right.
Just a cantrip.
Knocked. Tintup. Durosk. Let's do this.
All right, Tintup, you're moving into range. You're moving to. Go ahead and ping where you're moving.
Oh, you want me to ping it, not just move it?
You can. You can just move.
Okay.
Wait,
So
are we
I'll-
supposed to see your character?
You are. You should be at the south end of that map. And actually, with DM God powers, I can do this.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ooh.
Ugh.
See, I can do.
I don't
that.
like you
no,
taking
the fog of
control of
war.
this at all. I hate
Cool.
that.
That mess is so
Okay,
dark.
this is kind of creepy. I'm a little nervous.
A random side comment: if you guys want me to chop the white off of your avatars later, let me know.
I see. I thought mine
Oh,
was.
I didn't even think about that. Oh, wow. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, actually, if you want to.
Yeah.
Can you see yourself now,
I'll
Duras?
send it. So I will be going near you to give you some protection, or near
You might want to.
Back
Oh,
up.
so I am a little farther away. However, I believe minor illusion could also just project my voice to her or him. So if I could say like, "You want to get behind the bush?"
Doesn't quite work. It's still going to
Does
be
it
an
not?
auditory sound. I mean, yes, you can
Yeah, but
project your
it's
voice.
not projecting it. It's starting it at a
Oh,
point. It should
if you
be.
could create a range from a whisper to a scream. Yes, you
Yeah.
absolutely could whisper in someone's ear with that.
Yeah, and it's got a 30 range, so that should be
Looks like it just can't be
Uh,
both an
no,
image
it's-
and a visual.
okay. Yeah, it's perfectly in range. Sweet.
please pay.
So, as you're going there, I want you to do me a favor and roll a stealth check.
Oh shit.
Me?
No. Tintup, as he's kind of walking over that way.
Should we put a marker on Nishmo so we know he has the cantrip for now?
Yeah, we can do that.
I don't think it'll matter that much, but just in case.
We'll give him a little green.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Matches the eyes.
Give me oh, really? Music is gonna die right now. Really?
The day the music died.
It's not easy being green. Bap, bap, bap.
Let's do.
I could play some
DD.
music, I guess.
Battle music. Let's do.
It'll give us away, but
No copyright.
I mean, you could just sing for us, Togoff.
I could, but I won't.
Ooh.
Come on.
You're like the narrator from Bastion.
Performance from the gods.
There's gotta be
Literally.
The
action
masters of
background
the
music, no
dungeon.
copyright. I basically just have to trust that YouTube is. We'll do a skip. We'll do play. Bam.
MCA, we win.
It's like starts playing like the Mass Effect theme or something.
Oh no. Or the Halo theme. That would be really bad.
Stream dead in 20 seconds.
Tintup, as you're kind of sneaking across the path here, you hear a intruder screech from the one in the tower there.
There's
You're
one
kind of
a
in the
tower?
middle of the path, just
Oh, shit,
this
that's a
dude
tower.
here.
Yeah.
You're kind of just in the middle of the path, like, what the hell, you freeze. I'm kind of unsure of just what the hell just happened, and you had laid out this plan and everything was working, and you see an arrow kind of come and land right next to you, barely missing you. Everybody, roll initiative.
Son of a bitch.
Oh boy.
Welcome to
guys.
Dungeons and Dragons, where you craft this entire plan and you think like what we're gonna
Should've
do
gone
and how
around
this
the
is gonna
fucking
work.
bush.
Did I really roll a 2?
Or I
Oh
clicked
shit!
myself.
Oh wait,
Damn it! I didn't do
Shoot, I
turn
forgot
I
where
did
it was.
here.
roll 7. That's really
I
freaking-
forgot to click my character though to roll.
Oh,
on it,
yeah.
'cause,
I-
Yeah, make sure you click your
Yeah.
characters.
yeah.
Click your characters.
Oh, this is so sad.
Well, I manually put it as a 2 because I should keep my first roll, to be fair.
You can. Give me a second here to just add the
Okay.
turn. There we go.
Yeah, same here. I
That
got a 7.
All right, so you should see yourself in the thing there. You can adjust your initiative.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good music, by the way, for everything falling apart.
Before everything goes to hell, Nocturne, did you get yours in there?
I'm at the bottom.
Yeah, let me get you a 7 in there. Bam.
Oh, it didn't save?
Nah, it can sometimes be a little funky. Tintup, you're starting the round.
Hey.
Literally standing in a path there and just see, eyes glaring at you. Bows starting to raise.
Alright, so first thing, I'm gonna finish moving here. Get the hell out of their sight. And real quick, I'm going to kind of prematurely go ahead with our plan a little bit and cast Minor Illusion. Again, kind of, right here this time, on that square.
Sure.
Do you want me to click that, or?
Nope. This loud howl just breaks out in the bush there. Let's see what we've got here. So we have 4 goblins. Oh no.
Oh, son of stupid smart goblins!
And hobgoblin.
Never heard of smart goblins. Come on, man.
All right.
Apparently, it's their whole wolf diet.
Anything else you want to do?
I don't believe I have something as a bonus action that I could do.
You can start crying.
You can start crying.
No, I guess I'm good.
Cry.
So you do see 2 of them start breaking towards the bush there. Kill the friend! Kill the friend! Meanwhile, they did see you go behind the rock.
Yep.
He will not get an attack on you, but he's
So
looking.
is that because he dashes?
He does dash there. Yep.
Okay.
Where are
Cool.
you going? This guy is moving here. And he is going to take a shot at you with his longbow.
Stupid bow.
Yeah, it was,
Look, but he's going right through that rock.
he's got a shot on you there.
I mean,
don't
he is
know.
really
Right.
small, though.
So we do go, kind of basically square to square. Can he get a shot to your square without obstruction from
Look,
anywhere in his
I'm
square?
short. I
You
could be
are.
pressed right up against that.
But he is still going to get a shot on you.
The target's real small, is what I'm saying.
That's true, but the fact that you went out there alone with your massive balls presents quite a big target for him.
A 17 should hit you, correct? So if you look at your armor class number,
You're the top center.
did he freeze?
So...
Oh, yep.
What do I do now?
So you don't do anything yet. I'm going to ask if a 17 hits. I know it did, but
Yeah,
right.
my armor class is 14.
So he's going to take a shot on you to do
Oof.
7 points of damage.
Okay. You said we just minus. There we go. What about that +2 piercing?
That's
Did
going to
that-
be if he crit, which he didn't.
Okay.
However,
I see.
once per turn, the Hobgoblin can deal an extra 2d6 damage to a creature it hit with a weapon.
Oh, no.
So another 6 points of damage to our
Cool.
poor little gnome here. Nocturne.
I howl.
Quick, do we know if they've seen us yet, or do we have to assume that they might not have?
It doesn't appear that they're focusing at all on you. 2 of them ran to the bush where the howl came from, One of them is still in the tower, kind of looking down, surveying, and then the other two are basically on top of Tintup.
Okay, guys, we don't have much time here, so
This has officially become a defense mission.
I am going to charge forward, and I'm going to trust you guys to get my back. I move 25,
Okay?
and I cast a spell. I can find it. I cast Cure Wounds.
Good deal. Tintup, get 9 hit points back.
I think you just saved my bacon there, friend.
Good job.
Also, I don't know what accent I'm gonna go with. It's probably gonna flip.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I play a character, I tend to change about 8-9 times. So, anything else you want to do, Nocturne?
That's all I got.
Durask.
A quick reminder.
Yeah.
Does transforming count as a bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
Okay. I think I want to run and throw my spear at one of the goblins, but which one do I want to throw? And then, sorry.
No worries. There's not
I
really a wrong
think-
answer here.
Yeah. Let's see. He's 30, so I think I could throw it at like this one right across from here, and I would still be in the bush.
All right, so you're going to
Okay.
throw it at that goblin there and run to the
Yes.
bush?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and throw me your spear at him.
Do I just click the spear for that?
Yep.
1 second. Oh, it's being weird again.
Uh-oh.
Let me refresh.
That's right, I got to check on the Sixer score anyway.
Jesus.
I haven't been paying attention to Super Yankees. I feel sad looking at them right now.
Yeah, the Phillies suck. But the Sixers are doing awesome right now. I think they got this game won. I got to watch it again after... Well, I got to watch it after we finish.
So I just click on the spear.
Yep.
Fuck, where is that? Oh my god, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, it takes a little while to get used to the character sheets and where everything is.
Just
Not
make sure
working for
you're
you?
you're under the attacks and spelling section, not
Right.
not the
Oh, my
item
bad.
list. Yep. No, we've all been doing that.
Yeah, so you want to do that spear one-handed, because you're throwing it. So do you see the one that's right under your hit dice? It's your top attack.
I don't see where this is. I'm sorry.
Sure, no problem. It's right on your core sheet. It's towards the middle there. You're going to see your hit points in the middle, right?
Oh,
And then keep going down a little bit, and that spear one-handed. That's
okay,
basically...
gotcha. My
Yep. The spear goes... not your most graceful throw that you've ever done.
No.
A pretty poor throw.
Yeah.
It slipped out of your hand. What can you say? You know, you've got this thing. You're already starting to think about transforming, and it slips out of your hand. What can you do? What would you like to do from here?
Ah, shit. And then I want to turn into a direwolf.
Turn into a direwolf?
And, yeah, and would howling do like an extra action or?
You can just howl if you want.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So
Where-
I turn into a direwolf and just howl.
That's such a
Alright.
weird looking wolf.
Are you moving anywhere?
Oh, his tail.
I thought I was there. My bad.
It was about the best wolf I could find right now. I could probably find a better dire wolf. To be fair, he looks a little bit better, smaller.
Mom,
doesn't
there's a
look-
weird cat outside.
Anything else,
Oh.
Durask?
No, No, I think that's it.
Good enough. Thawkin Brightcarver.
You're some help over here, Thok.
Tilts his head to the side and cracks his neck, gritting his teeth, before running, well, not dashing, but running over to his friends quickly. And he's going to come to a sliding halt and smack this goblin upside the head with his flail.
Sure.
The one just north of him. Let's see what he does here.
A 19 will hit.
That's the Throck we know.
Oh my god, turning around.
My hero.
Kind of. It was more of a tickle, but
Goes by.
Now that's the
Hey.
Throck we really know.
anything else you want to do, Thok?
I could look at my flail with a bit of mournful sorrow.
Tintup, you're up.
He looks at Tintup. I'm sorry. Okay. Shoot.
Can he still do an attack opportunity after dashing? Or are those unrelated?
Can who still do attack of opportunity? The
The
goblin?
goblin that's next.
Correct. The goblin would. The only way that Tintup can get out of this without taking an attack from him would be with a disengage action.
Yeah, but no matter where I go, I'm still gonna be in range of that hobgoblin.
Can he move over Thok or no? Because Thok is technically bigger than him, but he's still the same
He
size.
can
the,
move
the-
through
the
him.
one in the tower's gonna still see me though. It's gonna
Yeah,
see
but-
me run
but
over
that-
there.
Listen here, my fellow small man. That guy on the west there is looking at you mighty angrily right now.
Listen to your betters.
What would you like to do?
I will take the advice of our friend, and I will disengage.
Okay.
And then I will book it promptly the hell out of there, I think is the appropriate term.
Where are
and,
you going?
Are you saying that I should... theoretically, are you telling me to move 25 feet or 30 feet?
I can't play for you. I can't play for you, my fellow athlete.
I can only move 25 anyway, so it's a joke. I guess I'll move here?
Good.
I'm more just
Oh.
asking to learn as much as I can through this.
Yeah.
I
should
will
be.
move there. And I guess because I disengaged, I can't do anything else, right? Unless I
Correct.
used a bonus action or something.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, you're done.
I guess so.
Let's
I
get
will
out
be.
of here, guys. Mission accomplished.
The goblins found the source of the howl. Slightly confused. The one in the tower. Is my music already done? God damn it. I swear to God.
Goodbye.
Bork!
That's a realistic wolf.
My goodness.
No,
I don't
copyright.
think wolves bark like that.
This one does.
Mm.
This one looks like a cat, but it's a wolf, and it barks.
Werewolf.
Creative
Werewolf.
Commons. I like this. Oh God, that's not at all battle.
The real reason Durast
2
is
steps from hell.
the real reason Durast is shunned out of society is not because of like he's a half orc, but because his direwolf form looks fucking ugly.
We're just gonna do this. All right. The goblin up in the tower does have a pretty clean shot. Actually, on the wolf, right? You're in the bush, but you're a giant ass dire wolf. It's you're kind of in the bush. We'll give you a little bit of coverage from it, but not really. And we do have the one goblin on Thok. So let's get our goblins rolling. The one in the tower taking a shot. 11. Does that hit the direwolf? Let's take a look.
The direwolf. What would cause the direwolf to be hit? Like it's
The
an
armor
'cause its armor is
class.
14.
Yep. So because the 11 is lower than 14, you're all good. It's a miss.
I'm
Yay!
gonna shut my door. I'll be right back.
The two of them with scimitars, whack, whack. The one scimitar does hit you, and that'll be 6 points of damage. The other goblin that's on Thok. is going to crit because, of course, he is.
Oh,
That'll be
stupid
8
goblins.
points of damage.
Man, we're gonna die already.
Now,
Nate,
here's
that's
the
how
question.
the first round started out.
It's only 8 points of damage there, Thuck.
Oh,
You typed
I-
in an 8. Yeah.
I didn't type -8. Hold on a second. So, 22 -8.
Yep.
Stop pretending it's not bad, Doc. You got
Ooh.
this.
However, the Hobgoblin is going to move in on you. And he's going to slash at you. A 14 should miss, I believe.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
I want everyone to roll me a perception check.
Percept.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh wait. Does the direwolf has his own perception check thing?
It does. You'll see the word perception under its skills.
Now, does does the perception check rely on hearing or smell?
It does. So I'll give you that.
Do I have?
So you should just have to click the word perception and it should get it
It's
for
like to the right of charisma.
His rather is a little bit different there, because he's using the sheet. A different sheet than you guys are. He's using an animal sheet.
My bad.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Alright.
There is one slight difference. My character sheet has an inception button, and every time I press it, it goes womp.
What?
So, really quick,
Oh dear.
you start hearing this weird chittering noise
Oh god.
coming from the north with a kind of an picking up the snoot is definitely smelling something a little bit strange. Unfortunately, as a wolf, kind of going to be tough to communicate this to everyone. Sorry.
Wait. Question before you
sure.
drop me back in. Is it a familiar scent, like of an animal or some kind?
Let's see here. Roll me 1d100.
Is there any way to keep this roll private or?
You can do GM roll. Sorry, do /GM roll 1d100.
Probably. Ah.
It is not a smell
Oh,
you
that's so
recognize at
bad.
all.
Oh god.
Alrighty,
Yep.
dropping you back.
To be honest.
All
Yeah, me
right.
too.
I mean, we're not done yet, but I mean, so far.
Nocturne. What are you doing?
So I can't I'd have to use an action to disengage, if I recall
You would.
correctly. So, I'm checking my character sheet real quick. I'm going to cast everyone's favorite spell, Bless, which I think will break the cantrip on.
It will.
But I think that's not important right now.
Probably not.
I'm going to cast Bless on myself, on Thok, and on Durask.
Fuck. And Durask. Anything else?
I don't think I have any extra moves, so I think I'll end there.
Another action that I actually completely forgot about, but one that may be relevant. Probably nothing that you guys would have needed yet, but something to keep in mind. There is also an action called Dodge. Dodge means that any attack that goes for you is automatically disadvantaged. So if you find yourself in the middle of like 6 enemies, or like it looks in really bad shape, but you can't really run away, you're not in a good position to run, a dodge can sometimes work really well. Giving an enemy disadvantage is a pretty huge thing, but just something to keep in mind.
Actually, one quick question.
Sure.
If I were to move here, can the Hobgoblin move between us diagonally?
He could.
Okay, I won't move then. I just want to know if I did that, if it'd be like a better barricade.
Yeah, because he's not going through either of you guys. He couldn't move like here, right? He can't go through a space, but could do something like that.
Okay. So diagonal doesn't count, or counts as being like a passage.
Diagonal counts as what? I'm sorry.
As being a free passage, so like you can move diagonally with that.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Yep, I'm good then.
All right. Darask.
Um.
Sh-
I want to. Well, first and foremost, my wolf ears fold back as if I heard something, but I can't really say anything. And then I fucking ignore it because I have to, and I jump out from my bush. Well, they can see me, but I jump out from the bush and I bite the hobgoblin left of me.
Just a normal goblin, but go ahead. Go give him a bite.
Yeah. Oh. I bite.
So if you move there, you are going to provoke an attack. You don't need to move there to attack him, right? Because
Okay.
your square, so to speak,
Then I shall not move.
is
I'll just...
this. Right? So your threatening square, you can attack anything that's here.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I just stay in my bush and bite the motherfucker.
Go bite him. Oh, god damn it. All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. No, that's 15 points damage. Roll another d6 because of Savage Attacker.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It would be 17 points of damage total.
Point out from behind the bush. That's what you get.
We're
Just
harming my brothers.
rip the jugular right from the thing. It barely had a chance to even stare at you wide-eyed. It would theoretically have to succeed on a strength or get knocked down. I think you've covered the knocked prone part all right.
And it could die standing up.
Yeah. So it drops. What are you doing?
I just try my best to look around, but I can't do much anything else. I'm looking for something that...
There we go. Okay. You moving at all, or you staying where you are?
I'm staying in the bush.
Okay.
It's a nice bush.
Thawkin.
I happen to spy out of the corner of my eye the carnage and make mental note. That is a lot of blood. Let's see. What shall we do? I think what I'm going to do is, as my bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
For that juicy armor bonus. And on top of that, since it seems like both these guys are kind of paying attention to me, I'm going to whack the hobgoblin to the left of me and try and get his attention
Sure.
by tickling him with my Nerf noodle.
13 will not hit.
Would
Wait,
less help. in this
Oh,
case.
roll a d4.
Before.
I always forget about that.
Me too.
A 15 will not hit.
Ooh, worth a shot.
Now, one of the things as we kind of look back of trying to learn the game better and anything like that, tactically, one of the smarter decisions probably would have been the goblin. One of the reasons is we did see the hobgoblin. He did use that ability here. Let me just link it again. The martial advantage. Right? So if a creature is within 5 feet of it that's an ally, it gets an extra 2d6 points of damage.
Mm.
Right? So that's how this hobgoblin's going to end up doing a lot of damage. Killing its ally is probably one of the better plays in terms of, trying to keep it lower in damage. But again, it's not a huge deal. It's kind of just things to keep in mind. That there's obviously a ton of shit going on right now for beginner players and trying to process
Didn't he use
stuff.
that on me though?
He did use it on you, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he wasn't within 5 feet of an ally.
He was. The
No,
ally was within 5 feet of you, right?
Oh,
if,
within
if the
5 feet of
creature-
me, yeah.
if the creature is within 5 feet of an ally of the hobgoblin, that isn't incapacitated.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
so-
I thought you were saying the hobgoblin had to be within 5 feet of his friend.
No. It's the friend being within 5 feet.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
So
Does that
that's
stack with itself?
does it stack with itself? Is a hobgoblin an ally to itself?
oh, if he has like
deal
2
the 7
allies
damage
nearby.
twice with you.
Oh no. It's not like 4d6 if there's more or anything like
Thank
that.
goodness, small
Yeah,
mercy.
no. But yeah, it's not a huge deal. That's just things to kind of keep in mind. Obviously, they're brand new to it. There's a lot of stuff going on, so don't feel like it's just things to notice. Tintop.
Okay, so I want to use speak with animal on our friend in front of me.
Probably not the best time to do that, right? Every round is 6 seconds. So trying to get a conversation going back and forth.
Even to just understand if they saw something and wanted to warn us?
You don't necessarily know that,
Okay.
right? You don't necessarily
Sure.
know that Durask heard anything. You know
Sure.
it because I took him
Right.
into the other room.
Right.
But as Tintup, you wouldn't really know that
Sure.
he heard something like that.
Sure.
You're more focused on the goblins than you are looking at like his body language. I feel.
Yep.
Sure. Okay.
Well, stop playing music for the wolf and get back into the fight.
He's just hypnotized by my gyrating buttocks as I fight.
They are very appealing.
All right. So I'll cast hideous laughter on our hobgoblin.
Awesome. Go ahead and link it. Creature of your choice perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone. So. Oh!
You stupid hobgoblin.
You're
That's
too smart.
kind of heartbreaking. It does happen.
I hate this stupid hobgoblin.
May I
Yeah.
ask a question?
You may.
Am I the only one that read that as tiny farts and a feather?
No, I
Mistake?
had to stare at it for a moment to
Okay.
realize.
I just wanted to be sure.
Tart has a different meaning to me, so I have no idea what the fuck it actually means.
I think it's just
It's
like
kinda
a little.
fruit.
Yeah, it's like a little fruit cup type thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
The dessert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, like a pie in
Oh
the
yeah,
face type
Pop
thing.
Tarts.
Yeah, a little
like
Pop Tart type
Pop-Tart.
thing would work. All right. Anything else, Tintop? Let me see.
I'll be back in just a minute.
Yeah, I'm probably best where I am right now. Yeah, that'll be it.
I know I'm changing your sheet here.
Oh, is that why it just
So
changed
it is.
automatically?
Don't forget about your bardic inspiration.
Is that but is that a bonus action or is that?
It
Yeah.
is.
Oh, it is a bonus action. Okay. Yeah. So I will use bardic inspiration. Choose that creature gains 1 bardic inspiration die. I will give that to our friend Thokin.
All right.
Kind
So
of surrounded by 2 people there.
we're gonna put the little Bardy do on you. What works as a Bardy do? Well, lightning bolt. So what a bardic inspiration is on one of your attacks or on a saving throw, you can add a d6 to it. So if you miss and you decide like, yeah, maybe I want to add a d6 to it, so you're going to add a d6 on top of a potential d4. That's a pretty decent synergy. It's a nice stack. So that's for Thokin. You got that?
Thank you.
Perfect.
Do what I can.
Anything else, Tintup?
No, that's it.
Goblins are all going to take strikes. The Tower Goblin is going to take a shot at Durask here. And will hit on that one. Darask, take 4 points of damage.
Oop.
Perfect. The other goblin's going to slash at you and miss, and then the goblin on Thawkin. 14 should miss. The hobgoblin, however, is going to take a swing at you. A 19 will miss, I believe, right? Thawkin?
Oh, my mic was off. I'm sorry. Yes, it will just barely miss me by a hair.
Perfect. It's
Okay.
going to move there. Nocturne.
Is there a penalty to ranged attacks in melee?
There is. It's disadvantage.
And considering my lack of useful offensive spells at this point in time, I'm just going to smack the hobgoblin with my mace. Or actually, hold on. I can move. I remember this lesson. And I'm going to smack the goblin up top with my mace. Quick question: why does
Yep.
my sheet say I have a guiding bolt?
That's a spell.
I don't think I took that spell.
If you didn't memorize it for the day, that's fine. It's just going to show it on your sheet because the sheet doesn't have a way to know what spells you prepared or not for the day. So it's just
Okay.
going to be on there.
Okay, so I'm going to smack with my mace.
Okay. A 20 will hit. For 2 points of damage.
Jordan, you thought with my
Let's
fellow
go,
nerd-
Pip.
Nice. I like it.
Darask.
Alright. I am going to fucking bite the goblin next to me after
Yeah.
everything I did to his friend.
Go get him.
Come here, motherfucker.
A 16 will hit.
Yeah.
Bork, bork.
Or
9. Okay. Goblins are not the most hardy creatures. And it falls.
Yeah, but apparently they make intelligence saving throws.
What are you doing?
if he was smart enough, he would have ran away when he had the chance.
These are the two that failed it, to be fair.
What are you moving at all, Darask?
I'll move a little. I'll move closer so I can help out with the hobgoblin and the other goblin.
Sure.
So I'll move. Hold on. Oh, what am I talking about? I probably can move here.
Good to go.
Welcome to the party, big old wolf.
Thawkin, Bright Carver.
Bjork, Bjork.
I'm in between a dwarf and a wolf. This should be interesting. I am going to try and smite this goblin in front of me. So with the fury of 1,000 suns, I swing my flail around in a big circle in my head and bring it down to... Shit.
Roll a d4. Alright, 11. You could potentially use the Bardic Inspiration. You still are not hitting with an 11. You could burn your Bardic Inspiration if you wanted to. Or not.
That's the question.
You don't use the smite unless you hit.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's try it. Let's use the Bardic Inspiration. That was a D6?
Yep.
Crossing my fingers as a character and me.
Alright, let's give it a shot.
You are not. I mean, this little thing really can't inspire you. He's like a gnome. Right? I mean, you can't get inspired by that.
Wow.
It does not hit.
Middle finger up to the sky.
Does the flail at least cause a nice little breeze for the goblin to cool it as it fights?
It crunches into the rock pretty hard. I mean, it's a nice smack into the rock.
Watch where you're swinging that thing. I'm right here.
I'm sorry. I had visions of farts and feathers in front of my eyes.
Anything else you want to do?
Alright, this is gonna get ugly quick. So, I am going to... You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Oh no, I can't move past him, can I? Knocked. Right?
You can't
Can
move.
I jump as he walks over me?
You can move through your ally.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to move from here to here to trigger the attack of opportunity from this little nasty goblin. And I'm gonna stay within range of the hobgoblin.
15 should not hit, right?
Good deal. Alright. And with that,
Oh.
I will stay where I am.
I feel much more threatened all of a sudden.
That guys didn't really notice anything before. Durask might have heard this noise. You definitely hear now what sounds like a blast coming from the north wall. Just rocks flying everywhere. As this massive spider comes diving out on a hell-bent mission.
Oh.
Comes screeching forward with the most god-awful noise. And it's going to take a bite out of Nocturne. The music isn't quite as dramatic as I would hope, but...
Yeah, this is not the best.
I
have a question.
Yes,
Does defecating yourself count as an action or a bonus action?
that's a bonus action. Nocturne, you are bit by this thing. Barely even noticed it coming out. It moved with a frightening speed. Ah, shit. That one doesn't.
Oh,
It's
attacked
just the one.
twice? God damn it.
No, it's just the one attack. It's just the one attack. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Jesus Christ.
It was nice knowing you guys.
This is that DM always wins thing.
Yeah, he rigged the dice again.
He
Kill the
did.
spider. All of a sudden, a dragon comes from the sky.
All right. On a successful, take half as much. Right. Okay. You will take 9 plus 5 points of damage. You are down. That will also break the bless.
How do I mark myself as down, or?
I've got it. I don't want to put the X over you. I put the little down marker there. Right, so set your hit points to 0 right now.
Yep, I'm outie. Nice knowing you guys.
Fuck, I thought that was gonna be me first turn.
Tintup.
Oh fuck.
Remember
Yeah, I
a
mean,
character at 1 hit point or at full hit point is the same effectiveness.
Right. Fuck. What the hell was my bonus action thing? That was
Healing word.
which isn't very
Oh.
useful anymore.
Well,
Well, shit.
it'll bring him back to life.
Oh, it will? I didn't know if it could
Well,
do that.
It
Before
does.
he goes, can I do something? I just realized I'm an idiot.
You could.
The spider attacked him is right there. I didn't even think about it, the chaos, but can I get a bonus attack on the spider?
You can.
Okay, let's try this. Oh, I should have thought of it sooner, but I'm not too bright. Alright, so let's go ahead and whack this spider and see if I can get its attention.
You got its attention. You hit. Go ahead and roll damage. It's only the first 7.
Okay.
You could do any smite or anything like that if you wanted to, or you can just give him the 7.
Screw it. Let's go with the smite. Why not?
Sure. Roll a 2d8.
Got it. Okay. Let's see what happens.
11 points of damage. So a total of 18 points of damage. Spider is not happy with you.
Oh boy.
Understandable.
It's fairly angry. Tintup.
All right,
so-
so I'm gonna cast. Oh, sorry.
Yep.
you go.
So the idea that those healing spells and everything, it's actually best to use healing spells on downed people. Healing word,
Okay.
especially, is fantastic to just bring someone conscious.
See, I wasn't sure if it would work on someone that was unconscious or.
It
or-
does. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Won't help
Then
the
I-
dead, but does help the unconscious.
Okay. Then I will proceed to use healing word on our downed friend.
Sure. So 5 points back to you, Nocturne.
Does that mean I have +5 now?
It
Or I have to
does.
become a negative?
It does. See, there are no negatives in 5th edition.
All right.
And for my normal action, I want to take a shot at that goblin there.
Sounds good. Go get him.
Please hit.
I think we're even now, Mr. Tintup.
That will
Oh.
hit.
Oh. And then I just click the X thing. Yeah.
A bolt through the head,
Right through the eye.
and the goblin falls.
Little tear passes and he's like, something landed.
Unfortunately, Darask, the one up in the tower does shoot you for 7 points of damage as it whoops and hollers. The hobgoblin
Okay.
is going to attack you, Thucken. Does not quite realize that Nocturne is up, and so the hobgoblin's going to take a swing at you.
Oh boy.
All mercies.
He will miss, though.
Do I have enough
Nocturne.
time to get a little jig?
Last thing that you remembered was just this massive spider barreling towards you, rearing up, biting you. Everything goes dark, and you're kind of on the ground, eyes poking open a little bit. You feel like hell, but you're alive. What are you doing?
Is disengage a guaranteed action, or do I have to roll for it?
Disengage is guaranteed.
Okay, I would like to disengage.
Now
And
you're
I'm
only going to
going to
get
run.
half of your movement
Oh, okay. So
because
that's,
you're on the ground, right? You're
is that-
prone,
10 or 15.
so you'll get 10.
Well, there's no good place to go.
I rescind my disengage.
Can I do that? Because running
You
won't
can.
help.
If you run, though, you are going to provoke 2 attacks of opportunity.
I know. So I'm more mean. My only shot here is to weaken them enough to not kill me immediately.
You can still play dead.
I don't trust my rolls, Mr. God.
What would you like to do? You can also heal yourself.
My health points don't matter. All right, I'm going all in. I am casting Bane
Okay.
because I don't see myself being able to survive by trying to disengage away at this point.
So go ahead and roll that, or cast that rather for me there. For description only. I don't even know how you can do that.
Oh, I didn't either.
Okay.
So
So
I can't hit the one in the
3 creature-
tower, of course, but
Yep.
I'm
So
gonna
our
hit the
jo-
spider and the hobgoblin.
the spider fails. Hobgoblin fails.
Ah, well,
Nice. Nice.
Are you
Nice.
standing up or are you staying on the ground?
I just cast a spell, so I don't think it.
So what? You can cast the spell on the ground.
I guess I'm staying dead then.
I mean, they're gonna know because you did waggle your arms around and stuff, right? I mean, you could theoretically
Yeah,
stay
it's
on the
just a
ground,
spasm.
but you know.
It's just a spasm.
Oh, why did
Okay.
I didn't mean to.
Perception
Sorry,
check
Jurassic.
them.
All right,
Um,
then I'm guess I'm risking it. I'm moving. I'm gonna disengage, or not disengage, just move.
You're gonna now. Remember, if you are hit here, and you go down, that bane is gone. But they
the
do
bane
get
didn't work.
the bane worked. No, they both failed.
Oh, I completely misunderstood.
Yeah, no, they both failed. Your spell save is 12,
Okay.
and we have a 2 and a 6.
Right. When you said they failed, I thought you meant it
Sorry.
failed.
Yeah,
That's
no.
my
Yeah, them failing was them. They succumbed to your spell.
Okay, then I will move right here, one to the right, and end my turn.
Sure. Durask.
All right, guys, what you got? Before I cough up my other lung.
Nice.
I think I want to. I kind of want to take up that hobgoblin, but he's not gonna do much damage without. I'm. Fuck it, spider. Let's go.
So you're going to provoke an attack to move to the spider.
That's fine.
Well, that's confidence.
All right, so go ahead and move.
Like right here.
You can move one more back.
Okay, I can
Yep.
jump a dead body. Hello, dead body.
19 will hit you, correct? It definitely will. I think your AC is 14.
It is banged.
Yeah, my it's 14.
Yep. So we're going to do... I don't think it's going to matter. Right, that 16, that'll still hit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is going to be 12 points of damage. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Why did I didn't... Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing there. My apologies. Ignore that one. That's going to be 11 points of damage.
Still not bad. Not bad enough.
And another 7.
Okay.
18 points of damage total. Right? Because he still has that martial advantage. And you are within 5 feet of one of his allies.
Hey, can I panic
Yes?
turn it back into? Can I panic turn back into my orc form?
You can. That is a bonus
Yeah, I
action.
would shit myself and turn back into my normal orc form.
Actually, you could be in any one of those 4 squares that you chose.
Okay, that's cool. Wait, is that where did I throw my spear next to like around that area?
Your
'Cause
spear's
I
over
threw
here.
my spear.
So,
Oh, fuck.
if she could choose any of those 4 squares, does that provoke an attack of opportunity by the spider?
No, because it doesn't disengage. Or it's not leaving that threatened square.
Is it not?
No, it's got to be movement to provoke
Okay.
an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So that's one way to kind of cheat it a little bit.
Well, welcome back to the land of the humans. Sure wish you warned us about the spider.
I just flip him off. I don't give a shit.
I was gonna have you tell us about it, but God told me no.
What are you doing? You could just punch it.
Yeah, I'll fucking punch him.
All right, so that's just going to be a straight up strength. Just click the strength button on your character sheet. And I think a punch.
That? I think. Oh, I need a
Punch
fret.
Give me a second here. That's a save on it, but that's still going to hit.
We didn't mean to do that.
Plus strength modifier. Yeah, I'm just not sure what the damage on a punch is. How much damage does the punch deal? 1 plus the strength modifier. Okay. So it's going to be 4 points of damage. That, You smacked a spider for 4 points of damage.
Yes, I flip him off and then fucking show him how strong I really am and punch the fucking spider.
The druid hit that spider with his bare fist for more damage than my flail has done.
This is going terribly, guys.
Falcon, you're up.
You know, I'm just still behind a bush. You got it, guys.
This is going fantastically. Do I kill the spider or do I kill this guy? Well, that guy's gonna do a whole lot of damage. Let's attack the spider. Why not?
Sure.
Let's see. With a yelp, half of pain and half of fear. And am I still blessed? I am. So roll with the.
You're not blessed. Oh, you're
Oh, no.
inspired by the bard, but you're
Inspired.
not blessed.
Oh, but I used the inspiration.
He already used my inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah, so I
then
don't have it.
you're nothing.
I'm
Yeah.
nothing.
Oh no,
I am-
you're armor of faith.
Yeah, but. It's a...
Yeah, but
Alright. Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
thought of-
Roll your. You rolled a 14, right?
Yeah.
Does not hit.
And the flail flails about.
It's nerf for nothing.
Spider.
Am I able to get an idea of how that hobgoblin's looking from my distance?
Sure. He looks fine. He hasn't been
Oh, fuck.
touched.
Okay.
The spider is. It's gonna attack the thing that just punched him. Does a
Bear versus
13
spider.
hit you, Darask? So what is Darask's armor class? So 15, it will miss. Let's see here. Can't do both those things.
Come on,
Okay.
spider buddy. We're all friends here.
So, does that mean I get an attack of opportunity because it attacked?
You
Or
do.
no? I do. So let's try the noodly flail again.
18 does hit.
Nice.
And you squish the spider's head, dashing it onto the rock.
Spider was like the least threatening thing here.
I beg to differ.
I brought you back.
All of you guys hear this coming from the tents.
Oh,
It's a dragon.
As a large creature emerges from it, looking angry. Tinta.
Friend?
He's not yet in range for that.
Oh, another
Um,
friend.
So I want to shoot at our friend in the tower.
Sure.
Go back to my weapon here.
11 will not hit.
Fine. I think I'm fine where I am. I'm not gonna. I think I'm done. My turn. That's all I got.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Can inspire.
Oh, I thought that was only once per. Is that once per turn?
I mean, it's however many you have on there, right? So you, if we go to your character sheet there, you have 2 uses of it. You used one of them already.
Oh.
So you have another use of it.
Wait, where do you see 2 uses?
Class resource above your Song of Rest over on the right-hand pane.
Oh! I didn't even notice that.
I lowered it to 1 right now, but yes, you
Right,
still have
yeah.
1.
I didn't even notice that it was there.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give that to. I'm gonna give that again to Thokin. He's been missing his flail a little bit.
You know, what can you do?
Our bear's been doing a lot of hits.
The goblin's going to take a shot at you.
Understand? Fair fire, friend.
23 should hit
Does.
for 8 points of piercing damage.
Kind of understood.
He's going to be added in there.
Kind of the point was to kind of draw his attention away from everyone else anyway.
The hobgoblin is going to take a strike also at Thokin.
oh boy.
He'll miss, though.
Whew.
Nocturne.
Oh boy, guys. I'm still on the ground, right? Just standing up, take an action or a move action.
No, it's going to be half of your movement.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up. So I
It's half your
can't.
movement. Am I right on that? Equal to half your speed. Yep.
And I guess all I got left is this nerf in my hand, so I'm gonna smack the hobgoblin with my mace.
Sure. A 7 will not do it, though.
That's all I got, guys. I am gonna move 2 down.
Durask, what are you doing?
I'm gonna punch the fucking hobgoblin. Not even transform, just punch him straight up.
You can go for your spear.
Oh, I can. No, I want to punch him. Fuck it, punch him.
Yeah.
You also can turn into another animal.
No, I want to punch
Now
him.
I-
punch him.
Far be it from
Right in
me.
the dick.
Go ahead.
Do I have to move myself closer to him?
You will. You do
Okay,
not have
let's-
stretch Armstrongs.
Yeah.
Could you like dive
Okay.
off the rock? Or
Dalton
Come on,
is not
crit.
a class choice.
Crit.
And then I fucking strength. Where's that again? Oh. This?
So it's not going to be a strength save.
Oh.
But yes, that's it. That 12 would be it. That does not hit.
Oh, shit. Should have
Fucker.
put my bardic inspiration on that.
Thawkin.
Right, let's give this a go. After staring at my mace for just a moment in pure disbelief that it actually splattered that spider, I'm gonna immediately swing it around and try and smack this hobgoblin. Let's see, do I want to... Oh yeah, that should... Well, actually, will it hit, I guess? Do I get to know that before I can use inspiration or not?
It does not hit right now.
How did our large friend roll half a point for initiative?
Just to put him lower than the spider. But
Oh,
I guess
okay.
it really
I see,
doesn't
I
matter.
see.
Because the spider's dead.
All
So
right,
you could...
Let's try the inspiration. Why not? What is that, a d6?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, 1d6
Will hit.
will hit. Alright.
3 points of damage.
Every little bit helps.
It seems angry.
Oh, this is lovely.
Gotta get paid extra for this.
Doesn't quite have the speed to get to
Oh
you
my
guys,
fucking
but
God.
is basically right on top of you all. Massive club in hand. Tintup.
Yeah. Shit. I have an idea, but
I hope it's a good one.
well, I don't know how smart this stupid thing is.
Ogres are not known for their brains.
Right. If shit. I don't want to risk it because if I risk it and it ends up being dumber than I think it is, then that'd be a waste of my last spell. However, Tintup, gotta save the day.
Can Tintup save the day?
Tintup, Tintup, Tintup.
What are you doing?
Yo, all right. So this is might be out of this might be a little. So using prestidigitation, I can create a minor spark, like a little fire.
Mhm.
If I were to put that on a bush, could I light the bush on fire?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I know that at least.
Yeah, I mean, no. If you imagine throwing a match onto a bush, yeah,
Sure. Well,
right. It's gonna.
it could.
You can certainly try.
Nope, I won't.
Could roll a 21.
All right. I'm gonna use vicious mockery on our big friend.
Okay. Go ahead and link that for me. Wisdom. He fails.
Oh wait, does he?
Yeah,
Well,
he rolled a 6.
sorry, I looked at the 3 psychic. I was like, oh, cool.
He takes 3 points of psychic, and his attack is disadvantaged.
Good.
Nice.
And shit, how are our friends looking?
Thumbs up. I'm okay.
Well, that's good.
I have
Durask
my
says
gun.
as a massive fucking ogre is right behind him.
He is okay. He's not afraid, man. He's hungry.
Can you try punching that next?
So, how does our friend Thoric look?
Thok?
Thorkin?
Thok's
Whoever?
probably a little over half.
Okay. Then I will instead use. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. That was my last spell.
Vicious Mockery is not a spell. It's a cantrip. It's
Oh,
a
sorry.
spell,
Yeah,
but it's not-
I was looking at Hideous Laughter. Yeah. Yeah. Then I'll use my last spell, Healing Word, to heal names that I've forgotten.
Nocturne.
So. Boop, boop. Well, that's as best as I could do.
Thanks, man.
Goblin does still have a shot at you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm pretty much spent at this point.
But he'll miss.
Thank God.
The Hobgoblin, kind of offended at the dude who tried to punch him. 12, I believe, will be a miss, though.
Yep.
Nocturne.
Do I have my reaction or no?
You do.
Okay. Can I give the noodle whack to the hobgoblin?
You can.
I can. Let's
Just
try
bash
that.
his skull in.
22 will hit. An 8 will be just enough to noodle it down.
Nice.
Thank God.
The noodly appendage.
Nocturne, what would you like to do?
Live, hopefully.
That'd be good. I would recommend that.
Is there any sort of advantage from firing ranged weapons on hills?
No, not in this case.
Okay.
He's kind of the size of a mountain.
I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Sure.
One more. 2 more.
Off the map.
I'm gonna attack.
I'm gonna abandon our party.
There's so much more to learn, in the other direction.
I like you guys, but I don't like you guys.
I'm gonna attack him with my light crossbow.
Sure. 19 will hit. 8 points of damage. Dorosk. Sorry, unless there was any... Wait, yeah, Nocturne, was there anything else for you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, after I hit my shot, I take 1 step forward in confidence.
Now, Dorosk.
I fucking open my arms out and I look at the man in the eyes and say, "Hey, you look grumpy. Do you want a hug?" And then transform into a bear.
Going with the bear hug.
The bear hug. The bears.
And I bite. I do my multi-attack and bite him.
Sure. Let me get your bear back to full life. Let me... Shit. Damn it.
Well, the
I
druid
hit-
gets the heal whenever he transforms.
He does. The animal form comes back at full life.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The druid
That's
is...
cheap as shit.
Yeah, that's overpowered.
The,
Get out of here, Brock.
the druid is a monster at Moon Druid. Yeah. Go ahead and
I
attack
bite
it. 14 will hit. Sadly, it's not the savage attack, but 7 points damage. And go ahead and claw him. 7 will not hit, however.
Damn it.
What about that savage thing?
It's only on critical hits.
Yeah,
Right.
playing for it.
Thawkin.
Falcon comes a rockin'. He's gonna come move in a little bit closer just so he can get close enough to tickle this guy in his armpit. And he's gonna swing that flail.
23 will hit. 4 points of damage. Ogre takes its club, raises it up, and brings it right down on the bear that took a bite out of him. Does a 12 hit?
I do not think so on the bear. I think the bear has. Hold on. Oh no, it does. It's 11.
The bear then will be hit for 10 points of damage.
Okay. Now, I used my reaction with the hobgoblin earlier. Did I get it back on my turn? Or
You
no?
do. Yep.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something different. Or actually, no. I'm just gonna attack the son of a gun. Screw it. Yeah. All right.
Oh, shit. You know what? I'm sorry. Get that 10 points back, Durask. Because he was disadvantaged
Oh, right.
by the
yeah.
vicious mockery.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's right. I
Nice.
called his mother something or something.
You did. The 21
called
will
his
hit, though.
smart.
Ogres don't have layers. Okay.
Ogres do have layers. He had a
what
layer.
do
I took a layer away from him.
21 does hit him. Go ahead and do your damage.
All right. This ogre has
Um,
layers.
10 points. He is going to take a second attack, this time against the little man.
Wait, I'm over here though.
Yeah, I'm back here.
Everybody's little man to him.
Yeah.
An 11, though, will miss. Tintup.
Nice.
All right.
wait,
So
Sorry, go ahead, Durask.
So I don't take anything, right? Because of the disadvantage?
Correct. Correct.
Oh shit, okay. Sorry.
Now we're at Tintup.
we
Tintup
sure
Wifflebat.
are. Is his disadvantage? Oh, he has to make a saving throw each turn.
No, he doesn't.
No.
It's been used now.
Oh, it has. Okay. Then how's our bear looking?
Fine.
Okay.
Bear.
So that sounded like a good healthy roar to me.
Ah!
So it's got 80. I can't go shit. All right. Because I assume he's using like a short bow or a crossbow.
The goblin's using a short bow.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it ranges at 80 still. So I can't really go anywhere. I will vicious mockery him once again.
Sure.
If I
Excuse
can go. What? Were you saying
Go.
something?
No. Excuse me, I was yawning.
Oh. You
He does
stupid
save this.
smart.
No, I mean the problem was you insult your words were too verbose. He had
Yeah,
no idea what
that's
the hell you said.
You stupid thing.
Stupid is 2 syllables. He's dumb.
Damn it.
You called him dumb the first time. That he got angry at, but stupid. He's like,
Your entrails will turn to extrails. I will foam you.
oh, Tintup, you're still getting shot at.
Yeah, I sure am.
Forgot all about that
Oh,
guy.
but it's fine. I'm still out.
3 points of piercing damage.
Still out. I'm redirecting attacks, is what I'm doing.
Nocturne.
It'll be hilarious if we all die to that one goblin.
I've been trying, man.
He said it, and now it's gonna happen. You realize this?
Oh, this spear on the ground here, is it just a normal spear?
It is.
Does it just do like 1d6 or something?
Yep.
Okay, I will ignore it then. I'm guessing I can't shoot over the bear safely.
You could. I mean, you can move yourself to like here and then back. Right. So you could move out, fire, and move back.
That is true.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean
gonna
that
take a
that would
shot.
be a perfectly fine shot. And I mean he's kind of tall anyway. Bear isn't, 16 will hit for 5 points of damage. You get the
Yeah,
idea
and
that this thing's a sponge.
Guys, I'm starting to think that God got tired of our shit.
Durask.
I fucking claw at him again. So
22 bite will hit. And the 20
Nice.
claws will hit. So 8 points. And 11 points. Jeez.
Yeah.
19 points.
Get fucked.
Thok and Bright Carver.
You spin me right round, baby. Right round. Let's give it another go. Let's go ahead and see if we can tickle him with a pool noodle of death.
A 15 will hit. Not the most solid thud you've ever landed, but one that was just solid enough as the mountain of the creature crumbles to the ground. Tongue
My-
flapping out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna immediately get shot right after all the
He was-
chaos.
tickled to death.
What are you doing, Thawkin?
All right. Well, let's see. I've done that. I've done my actions. So hold on a second. Can I check something real quick?
Sure.
Just want to see. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Okay. So I am going to shout to everyone, regroup. It's, just one word, regroup. And I'm going to move over here. And going to wait and see what happens.
Sure. Tintup.
If I were to... No, kill him. I
You can dash.
can dash. Fuck. I don't want to be selfish about that. Survival, my best chance.
Survival's definitely on the table, indeed.
Actually, out of curiosity, I could just go there.
You could.
Yeah. In moving is not an action only if I dashed, right?
Correct. So you could take a shot
Okay.
and move.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do. So I'm gonna shoot at that mean man.
A 10 does not
God
hit.
damn it! God damn it! Titup fucks up everything, and I'm gonna run away. Little prance.
Tintub saved the day with that ogre and that disadvantage and the spider, too.
The goblin's gonna take a shot at Darask. Doc. He's kind of the first one in the front there. I mean, everything is kind of dead around it, but it's got nowhere to go, really. Or, yeah, you know what? It takes a shot. It starts running. Theoretically, you could try to trace it down, but
I want revenge.
I want revenge. Are you kidding me? All this helpless loss of life.
He leads you to a dragon's den.
Well,
I
it
like we
does
should
start. It does start running away in fear. The bear could potentially catch it.
I want to catch him. I want to make him
Yeah.
suffer.
Yeah.
The bear goes charging off. Is anyone following behind with the bear?
we
I
want
would
to make
like to.
one action before that happens.
What's that? Oh, go ahead,
I wi-
Nocturne.
I wish to stabilize the spider.
Its head is smashed and dashed.
It,
What was it? It was by a pool noodle.
But not. Yeah.
He was only tickled.
I
No,
tickled both
it-
the spider
there's-
and the ogre to death.
There is no spare the dying of the spider.
All right, I just attach a light to the front of the bear's head.
Oh, yeah. Cast light on the bear.
Yeah, just gotta,
A big beacon to. All right.
I want to follow that bear, but I want to like.
I
This
want to
doesn't matter
follow.
if I prestidigitate or minor illusion. I want fangs now.
I want to follow.
and I
the-
want it snarling.
Yeah. If you want to follow the bear, that's fine because I want somebody to stay here and not split up the party with, at least have somebody hardy with each other. So if I see you chasing after the bear, I'm gonna stick around with Tintup.
Yeah, I want revenge on that goblin.
You ever try to chase like a real dog, like a German Shepherd or something?
I'm also
as a
incredibly
kid?
short. I'm not gonna make it very far. but I'm gonna try.
I mean, the bear is almost doubling
I'm
your
in
speed.
like a rage blind now.
Doesn't take
This bit.
too long for you, Darask. Probably less than a minute to a minute and a half. You guys have covered some decent ground. You know, I mean, a minute of just running is getting somewhere. The goblin just it hears you coming behind it. It knows it's there. It trips over itself. This is going to be some distance away, but so after about a minute, it's fallen over. What are you doing?
I give a giant speech in the bear tongue so no one understands what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just making growling noises.
All
and then
he
I
hears
fucking
is
clobber that thing.
the sound of death incoming.
I mean, it's beyond surrendered at you.
He
It's got its
saw.
hands up. You
No, that thing is dead.
it.
He saw what you did to his two friends earlier too.
Not only that, but like, there's so many dead wolves. A druid is going to be pissed at that.
Sure.
Fucking fight the motherfucker. But
All right, guys, and with that, we've kind of concluded the session 0.
I run over and I shoot an arrow into his head anyway.
So that's basically how D&D works. That's going to be the rough game. None of this kind of really happened in terms of, you know, anything that's of consequence. This is more or less just kind of introduce you guys to how the game works, to how the game plays. And, you know, there's not going to be any loot here, anything like that. There will be in the future when we actually do our real adventures and stuff. This was more or less just to get your feet under you and learn how to play.
Tintup doesn't wake up dead.
Nobody died. And yeah, I mean, it was a rather difficult encounter. But
Yeah.
Druid OP.
while the druid seems very OP, there are counters to the druid. The druid is not quite as OP. In just melee combat and stuff like that, absolutely. Part of the problem with the druid is that it does inherit the stats of whatever it takes the form of. So it doesn't have the greatest intelligence or charisma. Things like that Tasha's hideous laughter. That might not work on the bear, because I don't know if the bear could find stuff funny. There are other spells. There's other crowd controlling type spells.
What was the intelligence of that? Was that an ogre?
The
Awesome.
ogre,
Yeah.
5
Oh,
I mean-
it would have worked.
probably would have.
I mean, if the bear can
4.
understand language, then the bear should be able
Yeah.
to get debuffed by that.
Yeah, probably. As there definitely are counters to the druid. I didn't really want to introduce too much because now we're getting into what other enemies can do, and I kind of like that to be a surprise for new players. Of oh shit, they can do that. Because yeah, there's going to be some oh shit, they can do that. But ultimately, I hope you guys really had some fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Cleric just does not. Cleric feels kind of weak early game. Looking forward to later.
Yeah, I mean your hit points are kind of low anyway. Because it is just a 2-shot. Why don't you just throw yourself 4 max hit points?
From 12 to 4.
Yeah,
Add
add
plus
4,
4.
so go to 16.
Because your HP is low, we're gonna give you 2 hit points.
It'll just be a little bit more fun as to what a cleric can do.
Yeah, I've learned not to roll my health.
It let me re-roll mine earlier because I happened to roll the bare minimum you could possibly get, and then my re-roll happened to be like the most you could get.
So yeah, go ahead and change your max hit points to 16, just so that it'll be a little bit more fun. Obviously, it's not fun when you're that squishy.
I didn't realize how big of an issue that was going to be until
Yep.
this.
But no worries. I said, I mean, the goal is to just have fun with this, and hopefully you guys all will. I got to get some sleep. I got a long day tomorrow of a graduation party and all that kind of fun. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you coming out, and it won't be this next Friday. I've got camping,
Right.
but the Friday after that is theoretically when we're going to play our first real adventure. Time-wise, probably something like this, and that should actually be 2 nights, is what I've kind of scheduled out for that. So.
Okay.
All right.
2 nights separated, a week in between, I assume.
Maybe 2 weeks in between. Kind of depends on my schedule.
Oh, okay. Sure. I just want to make sure it wasn't gonna be like Friday then Saturday.
No. At least, yeah, there'll be more time.
Okay.
So. All right, guys. I'm gonna crash out. And I guess to the stream, I'm sorry I didn't interact too much or anything. There's just a lot that goes on, and it's impossible to keep track of everything. But I hope you guys had fun watching, and hope you guys all had fun playing. So, as always, thanks for watching the stream, and tune in to the next D&D adventure. Thanks for watching, everybody.